Thank you for creating all things. The only way I can keep going is knowing that you created all things. Otherwise, I don't think I could hang on here. This is hard to watch. Hard to be a part of, but I know I'm already checking out of this. I don't do this. I don't agree with any of it. I'll talk about it, but I'm not going to partake in it. Woe to those who call good evil and evil good. We're here, so we made it. Thank you for all things. So the bad, all these horrible things that are going on, my heart is just broken with all the people that have been came into this country, don't have a home, anywhere to go. Now they're going to get kicked out of here. And they brought most people in here, so guess they're not all voting for Biden, right? Trump signs executive order, says you have to love the government, you have to love him, or he's going to throw you in prison, right? You know what I mean? Trump signs an executive order, says you got to love the government. If you don't, we'll fine you and throw you, we'll tariff you. I mean, what's next? What's next? Whatever. I mean, was that wrong? I mean, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Trump signs the executive order. You got to love the government. You don't love the government. You got to love me by executive order because I'm great. Don't you just love me? It's for the good of the cause. You got to love me. If not, well, I'm great. Just got to love me no matter what by executive order. Trump signs the executive order. Didn't hear it? You got to love the government. If you don't love the government, you go to prison. You got to lick the boot. You got to be a bootlicker. There we go. There we go. See what I'm saying? This is just, I don't know. So be a little maybe facetious. Put that on the description. You got to love the government, man. If not, they're going to throw you in prison. You got to love Trump. You got to love all these things he's doing. Everybody's got to love Trump. You don't love Trump. I mean, it's not just here in America. Boy, look at it. Greenland. That's not America. Oh, it is now. Canada. That's not America. That's not a. It's for 51st state now. Shut up. Canada's America now. Shh. Hey, remember? If we're gonna make the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America, then make California Mexico again, right? Well, that would be the only state, but I know. Huh? No, well, I decided if you don't end it, then I'll just tariff you by 10%. What's next? And who knows? Day by day, right? Every day is a new executive order. Gaza. We're just going to take over Gaza now. Gaza. Make Gaza. Philistine, Palestine. Guys, do you see the biblical sense of what's going on here? So if you don't love the government by executive order, he voted. So, oh no, he didn't vote. He signed by executive order. You have to love the government. Got to love Trump by executive order. You got to love the government. What's next? What's next? What nation, what continent, what? You're next. They rolled all these dissidents in here, right? They're going to be bad people. You know, most people came here just trying to find a better life. Because we, America, our military, I know I'm a veteran, we displace most. Imagine if you didn't have nowhere to go back to. And they flew your ass in here. On a plane. You didn't walk across no border. They literally flew you in here, gave you a credit card. Remember all that? All these credit cards at the border. What if these people took them years to get here and they don't have nowhere to go back to? Fuck you, go home. It's just hard in my heart, guys. Apologize, whatever. Broke my little thing here, but my heart is broken. I know what they've been doing, and I've been telling you guys about this the whole time. What would Jesus do? What would Christ do? These are people, guys. Remember how we've been on this? And now they're like, get out. They brought them all in here. They're all going to vote for Biden. Remember? Everybody was going to vote for Biden. Does that make any sense? And now they're like, get out. Imagine if took you a couple years to get here or something, and then you got nowhere to go. You left everything. You came here. You thought, that's your fault for coming here. Oh, really? This is a nation of immigrants. Now trying to keep out all the immigrants. What's that? Make no sense to me. Remember they came over here the first. So what next? What's on his agenda next to take over? And what's up with this Doge? Didn't I get that right? EGOD? EGOD, Doge. Doge is the wolf god. Doge, EGOD, dog. EGOD. EGOD. Mr. Stinky Muskrat. Been you warned any of this boring, as above Mr. Starlink, Mr. Baphomet, People's Champion with his black MAGA hat, right? Make America great again, huh? Make everything American now, pretty much. Fuck it. Everything's America. You don't like it, too bad. You don't see what's being set up here, do you? The whole country's being set up to be taken over. It's a setup. But that's okay. You don't have to see what I see. We don't have to see the same way. I'm not asking you to see what I see, but I know what I see because I've been studying this for, 30 plus years, and everything is kind of pointing to kind of like the blind 11 that President 4 plus 5 is 9 and 4 plus 7 is 11. President 9/11 decorates house with the 9/11 Revelation 9/11 Mithra sun god. February, the bringer of the disease and the cure of the disease. Now in 4 hours, it's going to cure your cancer with the mRNA jab. They're not even hiding it anymore, guys. No, so it's just kind of I don't know. What's next? Who's next? What's next on the list here? Which country's safe from this pretendant, right? Mass murder in chief. Just kind of documenting this is kind of well, it's feeling awful like a world stage, like Dabu says. Yep. Big act. It's going by the script, and this is one where if we went by scripture, Trump is going to go to the Super Bowl. He's going to be showing up at the Super Bowl. Kind of like the Roman games. Yeah, it's just kind of, who watches over the Super Bowl? Who does security for the Super Bowl? Who's been the biggest security eye, if you will, for all the Super Bowl events? Does anyone have an idea who is the largest? What does anybody remember? Who watches over? Who has the largest security? For all these, or that there's obviously security at the Super Bowl, right? So I've known this for years, like I said, I've talked to, there was going to be, they put this one, or they put one of them. I don't know. It could be this one. It could be one. He's got 4 years. He can go to the next stupid bowl. It's not like, but a president going to the Super Bowl, huh? He did go to the wrestling match, UFC, and it's getting a little ironic here. I don't know if you see what I see, but it's pretty obvious where we're going with this one. But okay, we'll definitely have a halftime occult ritual satanic halftime show that will reference scripture like it does every Super Bowl halftime occult tax exempt corporation stage. There's no professional. They're athletes, but it's an act. There's no Those games are all predicted. Everybody's already decoded that. They're no football. That's not real. That's as real as WWF, WWE. These people still buy into this stuff. It's real. Oh, football's real. Uh-huh. So's the government loves you. That's real. They're here to help you and save you, and they always want going to be there to protect and make sure you're, yes, they want what's best for you. The government loves you. By executive order, you have to love the government back. If you don't, and you have to love Trump, he signed an executive order, you're going to go to prison. You have to love Trump. He's the greatest chosen. He is the Gentile Messiah, don't you know? He can't sin, and he's inventing a microscopic line of camels, and he's sparing no expense. And he's got Elon with the e-god, the Doge. Could you make this any more? And I mean, I don't mean to go there, guys. Could I have got it any more correct? Everything in the news is about Doge, isn't it? You got all month. Remember I told you got all month for this ritual to go on, just like you had the egg ritual. And you were given well ahead of time to go buy eggs because I told you they were going to do it. I'm not a prophet, meaning I can see the future. Prophet is the word teach. So more Doge, more E-God, more Musk, more sky rituals, more air. Remember? Throne, crown, dog, more February. Lupercalia. Candy. Eat more candy. Lots of candy, right? You know the most sickening thing about now that I'm a little, obviously, understanding, children should never see sex. Children should never see sex, ever. And Lupercalia allows that to go on. Almost like this e-god puppy love. I'm at the ridge of the Great Basin. I'm in the oldest place in the northern hemisphere where the oldest clothing was found. Right, outdates any desert, any place in the southern hemisphere. That's the desert I'm in the outback of the oldest place. Well, if the oldest clothing was found here, and it is the oldest place in the northern hemisphere, it is the only state that equals 33. Interesting, if you know gematria. So, Oregon, this was a pretty amazing state in the 80s and 70s, but it's definitely changed in the 90s and 2000. It's not the state. It don't matter. You're not going to escape the judgments nowhere. But anyways, I don't like to be anywhere near the ocean at this point. Not that because the populace of this state, and actually 90% of the world's populace lives within 100 miles of the ocean. So never buy this bullshit about overpopulation, too many people. 90% geographically, the populace lives within 100 miles of the coastline. How's that overcrowding? You've been played like a game of checkers. Simply move and you just, never mind. All right. So what's the next executive order? What is Trump going to take over next? How about you bet your Second Amendment's coming? Anybody, I don't believe in luck because God creates all things. So there's no such thing as luck, but is there any chance you might lose your Second Amendment item under this administration in the next 4 years? Second Amendment by executive order. Executive Order 11004 allows the Emergency Management Agency, that's federal, to relocate whole communities and put them into work camps. That's going to happen under the Trump administration. You ready to relocate? Where are you going? Where are you going? Which camp are you going to? Band camp? Who's blowing that pan flute, huh? You think I'm playing with you, but I'm not. Walmart interned American citizens, the Waltons, during World War II that were American-born citizens. So hear ye, 923 Executive Orders 11004 allows the Emergency Management Agency, federal, to relocate whole communities and put you into work camps. Which camp are you going to? I'm not messing around with you. You ain't ready for this. You're going to concentrate. Anybody? OJ, hello. I'm not playing with you. They did this already to American citizens, interned American-born citizens, because they didn't like, their parents were Japanese. Now it's because you didn't take the jab. Like Dabu says, you're a pureblood, right? I don't know about that, but right? Maybe you don't like this government. You don't like this executive order that Trump just passed and said, you're going to love me and lick my boot, or I'm going to put you into prison. Because the Elon Musk crew came in and they went through your shit, and we seen that you were over there on Pornhub too many times, jerking your chain, or you were over there on MySpace, and we saw what you did in that space, and oh yeah, on the X, they know everything you've done. Father has been inside of you the whole time and knows what they wish they knew what you were thinking. They have algorithms and things, obviously, that can support that now. If you'll see David Vos, he put out a video where he was 200 yards away from his phone, never even once put it in his phone, but was thinking about an off-grid septic system, and he went back up to his phone, and there it was, how to build a septic system. So Father's been there all along, so I don't care about their stupid Starlink, muskrat, eye in the sky. My Father watches everything I do, and that's the judgments that I fear is his, not... I hope I can stand before Shiloh. Not Father, I'm screwed. The wages of sin was death. One, definitely screwed. Blued and tattooed for sure. Right? Marked. No, hopefully not. My mark is hopefully Father, not and Shiloh, not so this worldly nonsense. So my eye tells me, right, to be single and not to pay attention to this knucklehead and tell you that he is fooling you and you've been tricked. Hoodwinked. He says one thing and he does something else. How much you bet maybe Bellary will show back up? Oh, everybody, what about RFK? What about RFK? Didn't I already tell you about all the Ks? MLK Day, all the days don't celebrate. But no, remember JFK? All of them, they're all related to the Queen. You mix red and blue, you get what? Purple people eaters. Island boys. So, by executive order, you have to love the government. Or you go into prison. Executive Order 11004 to relocate all of you. How about I'll just drop one bunker buster in your city and everybody will think it's radiated and you won't have a radiation detector. You won't even be allowed to get near there because the cops are in these with cahoots. They'll be along with this. Then, or there's just a bunch of thugs. They're not even real commerce. They're oh yeah, that's what they are. They're commerce crops. They'll go along with it. They always do. They're just a bunch of jackboot thugs is all they are. Commerce cops, but they'll go along with it. And you won't be able to go into that area. Didn't you hear? Didn't you see it on television? Oh my gosh, it was a bug. And you'll get all of it on your little phones, right? Your Androids, your iPhones, and you'll say, you can't be here anymore because it's radiated. And no, it's not. That's just one way to get rid of, where they can relocate anybody wherever they want and tell you that, like I said, oh, watch out, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, We have technology that doesn't put out a pancake. It puts all in. It's not even atomic. Get out of here. It'll put out a cloud like a mushroom, like Campbell's soup or what? Yep. That's one way to get rid of a bunch of people out of a certain area and put them in some fun camp. Chuck E. Cheese, Peter Pan, Walmart. You like Walmart? That's who did it. Walmart. In turn, Americans in Department of Homeland Security, cooperation with government subsidized corporation. Are we doing good? So this is what's going on, guys. Walmart is a subsidized corporation in department cooperation with Department of Homeland Security. See something, say something. Remember Janet Napolitano? You guys keep forgetting this stuff is not going anywhere. It's not going to go away like the 146 gigarams of February 15th of 2022 that came out of the submarine volcano Honga Tonga and froze into our atmosphere. What goes up? Father Nature must come down. Yep, laws of physics. That's right. Hailstones the weight of a talent. Revelation 16 and 21 says 129 pounds and 4. How about 20-pound hail? You got a hail plan? What the hell are you doing? I mean, about hailstones, not going to the abyss, the place of no knowledge. That's what hell is. Busos, bathos is knowledge. A negates in the Greek, the word that follows, cancels. So no knowledge is what hell is by definition. It's not anything else. If you make it anything else, get out of my chat. Stop trying to make depth. He said, don't add to my book or take away. My people shall perish for lack of busos. That's the word, once again, knowledge. I'll throw them in the place of no bathos. B-A-T-H-O-S is the word knowledge. B-O-S is the word S-O-S, buso. K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E. A negates, like alpha, beta, B, A, B, C, A to Z in the English alphabet. By the way, Z was not the last letter out of the alphabet. J was. And Greek is A to O. I am the alpha and the omega. But the alpha or aletheia is truth. But aleth is the word leader or ox, and alpha alpha is the beginning. That's what he said. I am the alpha and the omega. Alpha, the word A, or the leader, the A negates in Greek. Are you keeping up? Bis is the word busos. Actually, English is one word. Abyss, this is Revelation 4 plus 5. President 45 is 9, and 47 is 11. Skip Joe. Back to the Future. Are we here? Anyone? Bueller? You learning anything? Yeah, what's next? President Blind 11. Executive Order 11004 allows the Federal Emergency Management Agency to relocate whole communities and put them into work camps. Which camp are you going to? Hotel California? 2 tickets to paradise? You can check in, but you can never leave. Smart city? I don't know. Sanctuary? You tell me. Where do you find your sanctuary? I wouldn't put my hopes up in a jab or a man. I would put all my faith in the word. And he said, don't even add a single letter, a period, a jot, a tittle. I'd be careful. I'd be pretty careful. That's your armor. That's where you're going to put the government loves you and they're going to save you. How's Hurricane Helene, for an example? How is Hurricane? Wait a minute. Aren't they having a super Katrina? Oh, Super Bowl Stadium. Here we are again. You guys are getting played like a game, like a Super Bowl halftime ritual occultic. Yep, that's what's going on right before your very eyes. Don't you love it? This is the scripture, and they love it. They're doing it by the script. They're going to get you on the big farm guy, Pfizer jab. Remember, 48 hours mRNA, they're going to cure your cancer. 48 hours, $500 billion. It's already spent. Get out of here. I don't care. It's already spent. It's a $500 billion. Create the greatest AI. Wait a minute. That's Musk, right? Relocate you into whole Super Bowls, Superdome, millimeter bowls. Something's going to trigger those bowls. They're going to need to use those bowls, to protect you. Super Bowls. Trump's going to the Super Bowl. Do you know that? He's going to the Super Bowl. As is above, so is below at the wall, he said. Above and below, above and below, above and below. Above. Can we do a test? We're going to run a test. We're going to check your abusos is the place of knowledge, right? My people shall perish for lack of busos, knowledge, and I will throw them in the place of no bathos, knowledge. No knowledge. Hell is the place of no knowledge. Heaven is anyone? Where's heaven at? Where's heaven? Let's take a test. There's 21 of you in here. I bet you, if you truly know where heaven's at, put it in the chat. In Genesis, it says, Father, right? God created, God's a title, but we'll use the term. God created heaven and earth. Where is heaven? Where's God? What do we say? Talking about see this. Where's God at? Where's heaven at? In Genesis, it says God created heaven and earth. God created the heaven, right? No, God created heaven and earth. That's not a real executive order line. I was just being facetious. But what's next? You got to love the government. Mental, mind, govern to control. Yes. Got him with the mind control. So it says in the book of Genesis, God created heaven. Heaven. This is your next deception. This is where you guys, I don't know if you guys are paying attention to me or not, but you're definitely not going to get it if you don't understand what they're about to pull off with their Super Bowl halftime. It's already going. It's live. We're live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I apologize, guys. You guys, hey, I appreciate you that you take my descriptions that okay, so where is heaven? Where is heaven? Thank you, Lion, for your answer. Put your answer in the chat or just leave. If you don't want to participate, go on. I don't have no time. People just want to shut up. I'm a veteran. You're right. Your First Amendment. Just don't yell fire in here, incite violence. But come on, speak up, soldier. What's wrong with you? DNA, where is heaven? In the chat, if you know where heaven's at, Father in the book of Genesis created heaven. He created heaven and he created earth. Where is heaven? Thanks for coming in, Stephanie. Good to see you again. Blessings. Where's the earth? If you don't want to answer where heaven, when God created heaven, God created the earth. Where is earth? Either one is okay. You can answer either one. Where is heaven? When God created heaven and God created earth. Appreciate your knowledge on the Constitution too, Stephanie. It's wonderful to see others that are protecting our right of our protected, God-given, organic, color of law, natural, prior to the forming of the corporation. State right if you claim natural, or if you, so I don't claim none of that. I don't need to. I have the organic rights, but prior to this corporation, appreciate you keeping that alive. The Constitution is a very important documentation, that set of documents, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and of course, all our constitutional rights are very important, that we, right up till this last moment where they're going to do these changes, that one's upholding this Constitution, because our rights could not be taken from us, because they're natural and they're given to us by the Father, and they're protected by the Constitution. They can't be taken from you. You can give them away, but you can, but they can't be taken from you. That's a beautiful thing. And if you know them, it's like a use or lose kind of deal. You know, that's the way it is. Appreciate your busos knowledge of all our constitutional and the amendments and the, it's not only in our Declaration of Independence, the right of the people, because it ain't about freedom, it's about the right to choose. It is the duty to overthrow this tyrannical government using your constitutional First Amendment, first ballots, and then First Amendment comes first, and then the Second Amendment to bullets next. But I'm not calling for violence, and I'm not calling for bullets, but to regress grievances, and then if they don't, we remove this. This is the founding fathers warned us of this government right here, brothers and sisters. This is the banksters. This is the central banks. This is the one that was written. The Masons who wrote this knew, obviously, and they were trying to protect the inalienable God-given right of the protected. The federal government is not there to make laws. They are there to protect the God-given. I don't care if you believe in one nation under God. That is the right of the people. Yes, you don't even need to be a citizen of this country to have constitutional rights. How freaking stupid are people? So, all right, anyways. Appreciate you coming back in. So where is God? Did anybody answer? Okay, well, Lion, I hear you, but the water is not that. When God created heaven is the ruling class. And heaven is within us now. That's right, LM. The earth is the ruled. The earth is not below your feet. That is not what earth is. That's not what the earth is. When earth in Genesis was created, it was the class on this rock that would be ruled. And who rules over you? Because if you have this voice inside your head that rules you, the Ruach HaKodesh, your parents didn't need to teach you the difference between right and wrong. I don't think you suffer from a mental illness. If you have a full mental capacity, and hopefully as most of us do, we're able to come in and out of here, travel. Hopefully I'm not, people with a mental disability aren't any less, but we're full functioning people, right? There's no such thing as luck. I want to tell you that. God created all things. I don't think you're going to change anything. But when Father created heaven, that was the ruling class. And when he created the earth, that is the ruled. Heaven and earth are not below your feet or above your head. The ruling class are the heavens. And that's who can rule and reign over you, because Satan is the adversary. And when he fell from heaven, it wasn't anywhere in the sky. No, it wasn't. God's not in the sky. Dead people aren't in the sky. Heaven's not in the sky. No, it's not. The heavens are the ruling class. No earthly army. You remember in Genesis, it talks about Israel, about the heavenly, that earthly army, that 120,000. You might want to look at we've done this in before. Somebody will drop the link to the McClintock and Strong 10 volumes set that goes over the heavens. What the heaven is not, heavens is not referring. Heavens are the ruling heavens. Like in Psalms, the book of Psalms, it says the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament declares his handiwork. That's not the heaven when he created heaven and earth. So you understand, earth isn't below your feet. Earth is the ruling class. That earthly army of 120,000 was annihilated by that heavenly 7,000 man army of Israel, because they followed in the commandments of the 613 commandments of the Father. He said, if you love me, your enemy will come up against you one way, and I will make them flee 7 ways. They were the heavens. They were the ruling class. No earthly army could come across or against the nation of Israel. They were the heavens. Earth is the ruled, brothers and sisters. When Genesis, Father created heaven and earth, that isn't above your head, and God is not above your head. And heaven is where most people think people go when they die. Nobody has been judged. I don't care how old you think the earth is. Nobody has, the seventh shofar, the great and dreadful day of the Lord. Yeah, under this covenant, it does. Absolutely, it does. It says, I am the Hados. And we must be in the same narrow way, because under this covenant, he fulfilled all flesh, not just the house of Aaron and Levite, the ruling class. That's right, the Jews were under that 613 statutes, commandments, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. The wages of sin was death. Like lightning fell from the ruling class, not from the sky. There's no such thing as a fallen angel from somewhere over your head. He fell from the heavens like lightning to reign over you. If you're an idiot and you let yourself be reigned and you don't listen to that still voice inside your head. Again, nobody needed to teach you the difference between right and wrong. That is called the Kadesh, the ghost, the spirit, the holy Alathea, the truth. Busos, tree of life. That's right, the Ruach Hakodesh, the Holy Ghost, the creator of all these things. Light, brothers and sisters. I am. Remember, he said before Abraham was, I am. They knew he was Father. They hadn't worshipped him in over, 40 years? They knew he was the Father of the Aleph God. Remember this? His apostles, they wanted to know his name. They asked him, what is your name? They want to know what your name is. What should we tell them? He said, you tell them I am. See, Father is light. He sent and birthed this flesh vessel. Yes, through the Pisces, through the Vesica Pisces, through the amniotic fluid. Father didn't exist with flesh. He had to birth a flesh vessel to fulfill all flesh, but not everybody. So yes, God does have a chosen, but everybody will be in the same narrow way. God doesn't love everybody. God only loves his bride. There is a set apart class, but there's not one above another. That is pride. He said, I am the Hados, in the same narrow way. Not Aaron, Levite, Jews and Gentiles, but all flesh would be fulfilled under this covenant in the same narrow way. One white, one black, one red, one brown, one yellow. There are 12 eggs to 1 dozen, all flesh under this covenant, not just Jews, but Jews and Gentiles. Woman could not speak in the church prior to this new covenant where Mary declared that Christ had risen, and women now have a voice under this covenant and are equally yoked. You kick his Jezebel ass out if he's trying to pull some shit on you, trying to make you celebrate some traditions of men. That's right, ladies. Not one upon another. No stone to be left upon another. The destruction of that physical higher priest. Your body is the temple. You put the light at the top of the house, right? Who rules over you? Who is your heavens? Christ in you, brothers and sisters. Heaven is not above your head. God is not in the sky. Nobody's dead yet and been through judgments. Nobody's in the sky. Everybody's in the dirt waiting that 7th shofar. That's what these Masonic elite are afraid of. One final shofar. The final trump. Yep. They know, brothers and sisters. They're not foolish. They know this. They know this. That's why they're going to do their Operation Popeye. Their fake rapture. Why do you think Pastor Apocalypse is so over this? I'm not going to be fooled by this, brother and sister. I hope you're not. I was talking with a sister today about this. I shut the stream down earlier. I hope you're ready for what they're about to do. Fooled by this idolism and imagery. Think that there's anything physical under this covenant, and there's nothing in the sky. Everything you see in the sky is Elon Musk and Donald and the dragon and all their little minions that go along with it. Netanyahu, Zelensky, Putin, all wings to the same dragon. The government loves you. They're here to save you. They want what's best for you. They're going to take all your money, and now they're going to get rid of the IRS and replace it with tariffs. So everything's going to get way more expensive. How many things went up last time? Mr. 45 is 4 plus 5 is 9. Now it's 4 plus 7 is 11. So Mr. Blind 11, Mr. 911, you could just call him President 911. Do the math. Start pointing that out. What other blogger is telling you? No, I've never heard anybody else say that he is the 9/11 president. He lives in a tower that's 58 stories. That's the same amount of towers as the 9/11 angel that's locked up Abaddon John. No, I mean Abaddon. Apollo, the one his house is decorated with. Nimrod. February, Lupercalia. Valentine. Nimrod, remember? Esau killed Nimrod and stole his inheritance. And now it's all about an inheritance, right? I thought it was about a wedding. It is about a wedding. It's about, that is your inheritance, the wedding. That's your crown. None of you guys answered my thing. Yeah, well, where's the garden, Lion? You don't know where the garden's at. Where is the garden? Where's the Garden of Eden? You need to study Brother Jim a little bit more. You're not studying with your maps. I'm not sure if you've been in here long enough. I think you were. We've gone over maps. You don't know where Eden's at, and then so you don't know what you're talking about. And that's fine. It's obvious. If you knew where Eden's at, then you would know what you're talking about. You should know where Eden's at. Not very hard. I'll tell you, it's just eat to the east of Babylon. Oh. You should study maps. It'll make it a lot easier. I know what the Busos, no Bathos you're talking about. Heaven is a spiritual realm. Yes, because Father does not exist with flesh. He is I am. He is the God of wrath. War. Father used to visit one day a year behind the veil to visit the house of Aaron and Levite. That's it. Everybody else is a Gentile. Go to hell. You're not coming in here. You're not coming to the temple. Shut up. You're not coming in here, lady. You're not allowed into the temple to speak. Be quiet. This is the God of Aleph. One sin was death, the wages of sin. One, pride. Satan was cast from the ruling class, the heavens, the adversary, to earth. I guess he lost his reign over the heavens and he came now to rule over your silly ass by pornea, because you won't listen to the still voice. You don't care about that. Yeah, it told you, don't do that, but you don't listen to it. Guilty, 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 guilty. Probably you too, huh? Guilty. We all do it. That thorn inside, that voice next to you, all that pity won't stop going away. That just keeps thorn and poking it. That's him. Always been there. No such thing as a conscience. I rebuke the word conscience. It's Hokadash. Alatia. He was legion. Demons are not some kind of ghost. You got to get it through your head. There's no spirit realm is the word, not ghost. So when Genesis says, and called, I haven't seen the maps. You need to have it, Lion. You need to have those maps written on your heart so you know where the hell, the place of no knowledge, where Eden's at, and where Babylon's at, and where Israel's at, and where Rome was at, and where, if I say that, the Goths and the Vandals and all these northern, you will know exactly where I'm talking about. You'll know where Babylon is at. You'll know when they wandered the desert. You'll know where it says in the land of Anak. Gaza! Philistines, champions is all biblical right now. We're going to script right before your eyes. Remember, I already told you. The fake Israel army, 10 miles from Megiddo. Armageddon, the Battle of Megiddo, unabated. Russia was there. Assad family left the first day. Every day just walked. They're walking right in. again, I have left it alone. I haven't even done 10 miles. Israel's armies are no resistance. In scripture talks about a battle, the final battle of Armageddon. That is a place you might want to figure out. That I'm going to try to help you. Palmyra, Syria. Look at Bethlehem. Look at where all these are at. You'll find the locations of these maps, and then you figure out to where people think Eden is in the. This is the deception. This is why what's coming is going to be so easy to pull. It's going to be very easy to pull this off. And 99% of people aren't grounded in scripture. So their head is somewhere else. And I see why now. My dad told me my whole time, oh, you're from somewhere else. Your head's in the cloud. Because now I needed to be more grounded. It's like the complete opposite in this time. Spacey Tracy. Remember all the tattoos, nothing but magi, all these. If you think something's in the sky, that's okay to you, but there's nothing in the sky other than a clock above your head. God didn't create, Father created not one planet. People believe that we live on a planet. Does anybody want to tell me in scripture where it says that Father, you'd find it in Genesis, where did he create one planet? Where does it in scripture say that he created a planet? The word planet, planet spinning ball camp, planet. Where did Father create a planet? Where in scripture does it say that he created planets or a planet? Because I want to try to get you to understand this is a very multifaceted deception. That's right, because that's what it was. He to the languages, remember? Thank you, Stephanie, for keeping it also within the dialectus, the gloss of the tongue. That's what he did. They could not speak to each other because he had, right? Watered down. It's cool. All right, guys, it's cool. I'm all right. We need a blanket or something? No, I'm at. Whoa, I don't see that's sick. Do they need a blanket too? You get some medicine for you? The words, everything has been washed. Babble, dialectus, glossa. I understand the importance of looking for yourself when I'm asking scripturally how hell is not above one class or just point. Yeah, you just got too many damn years of you being televised there, Donald. There's no scripture that supports there's one planet, because none of you are going to put any scripture that didn't create one planet. And Father created the heaven and earth. He created the stars. You live on a star, you idiots. You nothing. I'm a magi. You live on a star. Yes, you do. Oh, you're corkscrewing through time and space, third rock from the sun in the third dimension, right? 1,040 miles an hour, and we're going to go to space. I thought we were already out there corkscrewing and spinning. What the hell do we got to go to space if we're already in space? You're out of your mind. You fell in for too much Universal Studios presents, the whole ball camp. Father didn't create any planets. There's no planets. There's a celestial firmament above your head. When in the book of Psalms, it said the heavens declare the glory of God, he's not talking about your head or above your head. Well, heavens is within you, and he's not talking about that. He's talking about these heavens that rule over most people on this, the glory. They know this, and the firmament declares his handiwork because it's a watch. There's a north and a pole star. There's not 12 months in a calendar year. If you don't understand that there is a whole different cycle going on, like I explained to you, and I'm not trying, you need to know the gospel warning, all this is Timothy adding to your faith. You're overdoing it if you're not taking up your cross daily. But there's there's a north and a pole star, and there is a yuga cycle, a Kali yuga cycle. There is not 12 months in a calendar year. And that's where they have this whole idea of this whole world of this celestial Yule wheel calendar of this lunar ball worship. Same thing that happened at the time of Christ. They were believing the gods in the sky. that these balls in the sky got ball. Are you on a ball? Are you spinning on a ball? Is that what you could just use your freaking common sense and go outside and you tell me what you see. I don't care what he said, believe no man. You can't serve two masters, mammon and God. So what if you serve Father and he said don't? So what do you see outside? Do we go around the sun? Does the sun go around us? Do you know anything about how this celestial, do you know anything about these slices of, I tell you, we're in the last book. We are in Revelation, and I know that because the firmament declared that, not me. The firmament declared that. The firmament declares his handiwork. And I can celestially tell you that and mark that by the markers of the star markers in the firmament. Declared that once again. All, even include Pluto, made its way into Aquarius, didn't it? Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the last book. Welcome to the age where the veil is lifted. 2,000 years of deception, the Pisces, Vesica Pisces. None of this is going on in the heavens, by the way. This is all going on in the firmament. The heavens declare the glory of God. Everybody thinks that when they hear that, and the firmament declares, they're going to relate those two together. They're not. Heaven and firmament are two different things. You have a firmament above your head. People have been trying to do this since the beginning of time, brothers, sisters. Get out of here and go up into the sky. Pride. Buildings, 58-story Babylonian, this Tower of Babel. Hello, this isn't the first time people try to get out of here. There's no getting out of here. There is the waters above and the waters below. You don't understand the firmament. You don't understand this realm that you live in. I'll give you a little hint. Outer space. I'm not going to do shapes. I'm a reconstructionist, okay? I did this for a living, a prior pig. If you want the water to make water level, you have to contain that water. It always conforms to its surface, right? It always conforms to level when you contain the outer space. You might find you're not getting out of this water. I don't care where you go, you're going to run into ice, water. Doesn't matter if you go up, down, left, or right, it's not going to change. In fact, it's cold as hell, said Elton John. Come on by. I think maybe he did give it a try. I'm not sure. But anyways, moving on. I don't want to sit there and dispute with you guys. If you can't figure it out by now, you're just, that's okay, because they're going to do this whole trickery with this things coming out of the sky. And all for it. If you're not grounded in your faith, you're going to see 45-foot Elon Musk robots wearing neoprene, those robots you can buy and have sex with those robots. They look just exactly like, well, imagine some big megalithic robot running around using anti-gravitic technology, carrying stuff like building these big, don't think that couldn't happen. I see that happening. I already wait until they start building megalithic structures on this earth again. Maybe those would be your camps. I don't know. Maybe there would be robots. Maybe they'll be here to save you. It says when he returns, in his return, to be as in the days of Noah, where there were giants in the land of days of Noah, the Anunnaki. Anakin? Skywalker? Wah, wah, wah. I believe 7 years tribulation is within 5 years. Where do you get that? Jesus is a pagan god who is got boobs. So I rebuke Jesus. And Lord is a pagan term. And where do you get the number 7 is the number of completion. You're supposed to do 7 things. Do you know that the word thalipsis is the word tribulation? Do you speak any kind of Greek, Jesus? The letter J didn't exist at the time of Christ. I rebuke Jesus, transgender Jesus with boobies. My HaMashiach didn't have breasts, so I'm not sure which. There's more than one Jesus. You know that, Lord? Lord's a pagan term. That was never written in Scripture, neither was Jesus. What the hell are you talking about? What's your name mean? That's a big, you're a translator. You know that your name's in translation. And then within 5, where do you coming up with this timeline? Are you a magi? You have some kind of celestial marker that you can pick there? Are you some kind of prophet? There's no such kind of thing as prophecy. Prophet is the word teacher, but there's no prophecy. Like you're not going to be able to nobody knows the day or the hour. I know Paul says you'll see the day approaching. There would be signs in the stars, sun, and moon. I'm a magi, so I'm trying to get your timeline. Let me ask you something real quick, so I can see if you even know what the Busos or no Bathos you're talking about. Jesus Lord. What year is it right now? What year are we in? I'd like to know if you have any idea what you're talking about to try to make some kind of prediction. Prediction is one thing because of a cycle or a rhythm of events, a sequence of, anyway. What? Where do you get this? Tribulation. Paul said through much thlipsis we must go through, right after they had threw him off backwards. Stoning was not throwing little rocks. They'd take you up the highest precipice in the land, the highest or cliff or building, and throw you off back. Why are you making predictions? What do you mean? Where do you get your You're not suffering right now. You're not seeing enough tribulation right now. Oh my gosh, these people are what? I don't know what they're. Are you living some easy peasy cracker Jesus lifestyle right now? God don't love everybody. Most people go to hell. You can't be saved. You can't accept Christ. No such thing as speaking in tongues. Tribulation is the word thlipsis. It's through much tribulation we must go through to receive that kingdom event. Where do you get a timeline of something's going to happen? Where's your date marker? Do you have a pole and a North Star marker celestially? Because if it's not by these firmament markers, I think you're just some false teacher or false prophet. And I rebuke your name, Jesus, and I rebuke the name Lord. Neither of those are biblical. You're a translator. I don't think you have any business making any. Why are you not going through? Theolobo is the word to be pushed on both sides. Hated by your, through much the word theolobos is it, that's a noun. Theolobo, a Greek word to be put. This is tribulation, idiot. We're supposed to be going through this already. Why are you making some kind of prediction for something that's going to happen in some future timeline when we're supposed to be doing this? Repentance is a process. Salvation is a process. Through much thlipsis, we must endure to the end to be saved. See, you're out of your league, man. Get your idiocracy cracker religion and get it out of here. You're not some kind of magi. You're not going to make any predictions. That it was already written. Where are we at in the timeline? Tell me biblically in scripture what supports your nonsense, because you don't make any sense to me. Your name doesn't mean anything. Lord is a pagan term. And how are you coming? You're not answering. You probably ran off. Brothers and sisters, don't make predictions. There's no such thing as prophecy. There used to be a prophet could heal, speak in one language, and they can hear it in any. Yeah, there's nobody healing. Nobody's healing with anybody's hands. That's bull nonsense. If you believe in that, you might want to think the word believe and rethink that word, because believe is not a thought in your head. There we go. And this guy had believe in his thing. I believe. I know you don't know what the word believe is. You think that God loves you and God loves everybody, and you're like Peter. You're stumbling on these worldly things, and you're just telling me a bunch of phileo. So take your phileo somewhere else. I'm not asking for your phileo. I need agape in here, okay? Just like Peter. I'm not asking you, Peter, if you have phileo, me do agape. So take your phileo somewhere else. Well, good time, guys. Oh, let me take out this. But anyways, let's go back to this, guys, because I need to get my brain off this. I was hurting so much before I came in here. Again, my heart is just filled with wickedness continually, and he's overfilling it with these people that are in this country, brothers, sisters, right now, got nowhere to go. And if I support these people, like now, I'm going to put my neck out there. Fuck you, government. Fuck USNA or whatever you stupid alphabet soup agencies. So if there was somebody who they flew in here harboring one of these people, I'm going to go straight to it. Kiss my ass. These people got nowhere to go, brothers and sisters. Most people who came in this country had nothing nefarious. Came here because we displaced most people by the dollar. make our dollar worth much, inflate their currencies, steal their resource. This is the United States of America. Whether you like it or not, that we've been doing this for nearly 50 years with our armies, our navies, our air force. We have what is called black ops. We have private contractors. They want to shut up veterans about people like me. So we are the most displacing. We have 1,000 military bases, 180 countries. Most people come here because the dollar is worth more and they could actually send money back home. And most people in America don't even send money to any of their relatives, and all they do is get a new beta game or, you know, buy their wife a set of new boobies or get a bigger set of wheels for their truck or something, you know, mud flaps or something. I don't know. I don't really care. It's not for me to turn a goat into a sheep, okay? But I know there's a lot of people who love God and they walk a life of Christ. They're charitable people. They're loving. They're kind. They're paid. They don't need to be religious. I rebuke all religions. You know that. I hate religion and I hate America. I hate the sin, not the sinner. I can hate and I can judge. So I'm not going to let anybody tell me what I can and can't do. I go by the Shem, the Agape. I ask myself right now, what would Christ do? Right now, this government would lock me up. And I've already told you this before. This shouldn't be new news because I said I was going to go to the border and get some workers because I couldn't get any of your lame asses to come show up here with me. And Kevin proved me wrong. So don't worry. Somebody showed up. You guys didn't know. I gave everybody a chance to come out here and start homesteaded. And I kind of reopened the door right again. So get off your ass and start doing something about it because I bitch a lot, don't I? But I have solutions to the problems. So I can bitch all I want because I have solutions to the problems. If I didn't, then I'd just be some whiny little bitch, wouldn't I? But I have solutions. So get your lame ass out here before he locks this fucking country down and Captain puts on the fasten seatbelt sign and start eating some organic food with me. So I've got more birds coming. I'm going to get the meat goats back out here. I'm going to put this farm back in action. I need about 2 or 3 people, and I'm shutting the gates here. I'll do it with me and Kevin. I didn't need Kevin. I already did it by myself for 5 years. Back to what I'm saying. I already said prior, before this bullshit administration with Trump came in, that I go down to the border and pick up some of these people because they would probably appreciate these fucking cabins that I had built here, and nobody came. None of you lazy ass Americans, because you're sitting here on your ass playing fucking Call of Duty all day, bitching about Mexicans coming across the fucking border, and you ain't producing shit. I'm not into taxes, but they came over here and got a job the first day they came. They've been doing this for years too. Okay, decades. Many people, they were called illegal aliens. When I was young, that's what they called them. I grew up on the border, okay? So I'm very familiar with how long this has been going on. This has been going on for as long as I've been born. They've been coming across this border illegally and mentally came here, shut their fucking mouth, got a job the first day, paid taxes, got a phone, paid taxes on that, got a car, paid taxes on that, fuck you lazy ass Americans playing World of Warcraft all day, Back to the Future, bitching about Mexicans coming across the border. Since the Obama administration, it was considered OTM. OTM, other than Mexican. You're lame. You don't pay attention to shit. Obama, they was letting them come across the border. Trump inherited a border problem. He never did shit about it. Instead, he was going to build its greatest wall. Instead, you got the #1 jab ever. King of the jab. Creator of the, yep. Fooled you, huh? Work for dead presidents. They're not even printing money without interest, coined by the Treasury. It's just all going by some Federal Reserve. You're playing this game, and I ain't playing it. They're playing you. There was a $500 million bill put in by Obama, passed to build the wall. Trump went in and solicited the American public for another $500 million. Ha, fooled you, and never built a fucking wall. So he was never talking about building a wall. He's talking about building a millimeter dome wall. Smart cities. I already told you all this. So if you go back in time, when I showed you that back during the Obama administration, they were considered OTM, other than Mexican. They weren't Mexicans coming across our border. And now we had all these Salvadorians, and Venezuelan. But you can't tell the difference between a dirty Mexican and somebody who's Hispanic or Latino, because you're just some white American who plays call. And I'm not being like that. I'm just trying to group you, as you've done them, into saying you're playing video games all day and all you care about is the new beta. Again, or how big your wife's boobies are, or how big their wheels are on your truck. as these people are picking in the fields, working and sending money back home. How much money did you send to Meemaw this year? And that's all you do is bitch. And this has been going on for how long? So I don't want to hear your fucking dumbass shit about these people coming across the border that they're all going to come here and they're all bad people. Because Trump's like, get the fuck out of here, all of you. And they flew. Does anybody watch the channel called Monkey Works? Spyglass. He's a prior veteran like me. Tyrant pig like me. Person in government. Not, but he'll show you they've been flying these people in here. Flying these people, flying. They're not even walking across the border anymore. They had credit cards, remember? So don't act like this just started. These people have been coming across this border for how long? And how many fucking, I know we have problems, but how 90+% of them came here and shut their mouth. A lot of them, there are a lot of people who came here through the naturalization process, got a green card. They made good money. Many of them did a good. Anybody ever watch, I'm going to try to lighten this up for a minute. Anybody ever watch the movie Cheech and Chong? Up in Smoke? Anybody watch the movie Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke? Cool. Yeah, no, just a second. Anybody watch Cheech and Chong? Remember there? He's sitting in there, and I don't know if they're playing the drums or something. Chong or Cheech is in there, or Chong's in there playing the drums, and then the federales come by. No, you don't understand, G. You better hang out here. I'm gonna your economics, you dipshit. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Don't even begin to think that you can sit there and hang with me with economics. Stay in here. If you think you know economics. Yeah, I don't think you know economics. Tell me what ZERP is. Tell me what NERP is. Tell me about the Federal Reserve. Tell me about Jekyll Island. Tell me about a bimetallic stat. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Get out of here. Go back to your hand cramp to your World of Warcraft or whatever your little game you're playing. But most of these people came across the border, came in here, like I was speaking of, before you so rudely interrupted with your nonsense. Naturalized, many did. A lot of them didn't, and they came here and got a job. And whether we're illegally here or not, they produced and they paid fucking taxes, you dumbass, on a car, a cell phone, all those things. GDP, produce part. These fucking stupid, lazy fucking Americans on food stamps don't do shit. Collect a fucking paycheck and bitch about illegals coming across the fucking border and think they know shit about economics. You don't know jack shit. These people produce GDP for our fucking people's right there down their table. Remember, eating because these people had enough money to put 10 of people like you. If you're an American in a fucking apartment, you'll rip the shit out of this apartment. You and your fucking 10, and I'll group you in a bunch of whiteys. And in months, you'll have the cops called. Half of you will be on Adderall. You'll fuck that apartment up, and you won't even get your goddamn fucking deposit back. 10 dirty fucking Mexicans live in an apartment. They all dress nice, wear nice fucking clothes, smell nice. They don't fuck it. How do they get in there and not fucking, yeah, and they get their deposit back? Fuck you. You're an idiot. You know nothing about this country in the last 50 years. I've watched these people. I grew up with these people. Okay, I was born and raised in the streets of Los Angeles, California. Right across the street where many of these people came. They were my friends, asshole. You don't know shit about economics. These people produced and made better money than most of these people in America had enough money to send home. How much money did you send your fucking family? I bet your records are showing not a fucking dime. It was all for you. Yeah, these people came across here and paid this country a service by putting food on your table. I bet you ate some of this food that these dirty fucking illegals that came across this border, and you're just happy to eat it, aren't you? You ain't going to go out in the field and pick it because you're some proud white American. I get tired of these people. I'm a veteran, so fuck off. I have the right to free speech, and so do you. So you can say whatever you want, but you're an idiot. You don't know nothing about economics. These people produce more than most people paid taxes the day they got here. Again, car, phone, house, job. You didn't pay dick. I bet you got some tax break or something. Fuck you. These people worked their ass off, and they didn't do shit. Back to the subject. Brothers, sisters, most people came here and didn't fucking do anything but produce for this country, paid more than most Americans. And like I said, if they rented out an apartment, us Americans, we would fuck that shit up. They don't. again, they have produced for this country. Now, even if a small group of them, they're here, they have produced, they have cut into part of our, taking some jobs, but most of them take the jobs that most of these fucking lazy ass Americans don't want. So fuck off, idiot. You don't know shit about economics. These people have been hard-working people, and the people actually who came here naturally are pissed. Like, what the fuck? I had to get naturalized to come here. I had to learn these. I had to do it. And these people just come in here illegally, so they're not even happy with their own people coming here illegally, dumbass. Okay? But, since the Obama administration, we started seeing less and less strollers, less and less families coming across the border and just fighting age fucking people, men 18 to 30. You want to talk about that? Now, there's still a lot of them that are coming here. But there is a change since the end of the Trump administration and, during the Obama administration, during the Biden administration, where we started seeing a complete change and how many people were coming here on influx because they were fucking shipping them here, you dumb fucks. The government was paying them to come here, flying them in here, helping them come across the border. There was all these programs to help them come across. There was apps to help them get here. So most of these people that have been here by green card naturalization were not happy. Like, what the fuck, dude? I worked my ass off and I not getting no fucking money to come here. So don't tell me you know anything about the people coming here and how they affected the gross product, okay? Our debt, what we produce. These people probably produce more, and you've eaten food by every us be these people that work their ass off and sent money back home. And again, there might be 10 of them in a fucking apartment, but when 99% of those apartments are left, it's left in the condition that it's left in. These people aren't bad people. So why don't you ask yourself, what would Christ do? What would Jesus do? They've locked these motherfuckers in here because they got the border locked down. What if you had nowhere to go? Let's get back to this dumbass who don't even give a shit about anybody. The GP, shut up. Move on. You're a child. These are people. These are fucking human beings. I don't care where they're from. I'm a veteran. I don't see fucking race, you racist pig. Get the fuck out of here. These are people. God created one race. Why does Trump sound like me now? What have I been telling you? God created one race, the human race, man and woman. How long have I been saying that on this channel? And now he's saying it. Fuck off, Donald Trump. Copping my shit with your DOJ in here running my channel. Fuck off, Donald Trump, you piece of shit. Your fake bullshit like last time. Look up a virus. Is a virus a living organism? Answer that in the chat. Let's see your intelligence on medical. Economics, apparently not. Tell me, is a virus alive? Anybody want to answer? Anybody want to step to my medical? I'm a first responder. I'm a prior medical police officer. I'm going to put your guts back in your body before hopefully not the paddy wagon, but the ones with a wagon show up and haul you off to the ER. I've got all those same certifications. Prior SWAT team, prior military police in the Army. 90s, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, all that training too. You want to question my ability to understand, medical? How about somebody's mental state of being? Do you give a shit? They don't give a fuck about you anymore. Maybe your doctor gave you the wrong fucking medicine. You ever heard about malpractice? Maybe your caretaker gave you the wrong medicine. I don't have to switch to anything. I'm not even looking at you, so I don't even care. What? Here, I'll go see what's your points. What's your points? Let's see if you're making any. How did that work out for England, France? You're blinded by not blinded by emotions, you dumbass. I care about people, you dumb fuck. Tell me how you should allow millions of dangerous illegals in just because some hardworking, you idiot. You're telling me there's millions of dangerous illegals? You're a fucking idiot, dude. There's a fraction. Now, overall, over a long period of time, if a small percentage, because that's simple math, we do have a problem. I'm not saying we don't have a fucking problem, you idiot. And the government one is the one who fucking brought him in here, you dumb fuck. I'm talking about the 95% that aren't, you fucking idiot. You start talking, go call your fucking congressman there, Gio, about the 5% that you have a fucking problem with, okay? I'm concerned about the 95 that don't give a fuck and don't commit any crimes and do produce here and never want to hurt anybody. And none of them did for the last, I don't know how old am I, and didn't, okay? So you're an idiot. I'm talking about them, not the ones that the government flew in here. You're part of the problem because all you give a fuck is about those. Yeah, I'm not saying we don't have a problem, and you can blame the fucking government for rolling this Trojan horse in. Do you know what the gang MS-13 is? You ever been around any of this kind of gang? I grew up in Los Angeles. I was born in Los Angeles. I don't think you have any idea what you're talking about. You know, as far as people, I don't think you're a people person. All you're carried about is GDP and millions of illegals that are nefarious. I know we have a problem, but do you ever want to talk? You sound like the fucking government. You want to sell me the cure. You don't ever want to talk about the cause. The cause was the government who did allow these people. What I was trying to point out is millions, tens of millions for decades have come here and caused no problems. And there are still millions upon tens of millions, hundreds that don't want anything to do but a better life. And you don't give a fuck about any of those. All you care about is, let me see, go back to this idiot. See what the hell this person's saying. They have no care about. They're just totally off point there, Gio. I don't care about fucking London. I'm talking about right now. Okay, so I'll let you see one more thing. So what is this sign? Okay, so I asked your questions, okay, and exactly you filter those 5% out. What you do is you get rid of dumbasses like you, honestly, who didn't do fucking did squat about it for the last 10 fucking years. I bet you haven't done shit about it in the last 10 years. There's no record of you even saying anything about it until recently, until it came into the limelight. You only care about the homeless on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I know. Get your fucking lame ass out of here. I care about people all the fucking time. You're still worried about those nefarious fucking people. Fuck off, asshole. Fuck off. What about the people who are here that don't want to hurt us and they got nowhere to go and no fucking home? That's what I'm talking about. And you're only worried about the nefarious. Deal with your fucking government. They're the ones who paid them to come here. Yep, go deal with Trump. Call your fucking commander in chief and go deal with him. Get him to sign an executive order to have him. Elon Musk will figure out all your fucking problems, right? Give it to Elon, right? And his Doge fucking 4 kids from high school, basically college kids running the show now, guys. I'll take it as you having absolutely no idea apart from not letting their home country keyword home. Okay, so all you still give a fuck about is these ones that are here that illegally, right? You give no shit about these people who don't want anything to do with fucking anything. They got nowhere to go now. You're still concerned about the nefarious. I know. I said we have an issue. Blame your fucking government. They're the ones who flew them in here. They had credit cards. They were flying them in here, dumbass. It's the fucking government who did it. You figure it out. The government's a problem. Go deal with your fucking government. Did you vote? Which commander did you vote for? Which mass murderer in chief? Which one did you vote for? Come on, tell me which one did you vote for? The Democrat or the Republican? Come on, they did this in Rome, red or blue. Which lollipop do you lick? Which Democrat? The donkey? Are you a donkey or are you an elephant? Which one are you? Which circus animal are you playing? See, you're the problem in this country. You don't care about the people that are here that have produced and don't want anything nefarious. I need the cure. I need the cure. I need the cure. You don't even want to. We did talk about the problem. It's the fucking government. How do we get rid of them? Get rid of this fucking government, you dumb fuck. They're the ones who did it. They're the ones who let these people come in here. This is a nation founded on immigrants. That's how lame you are, too. Seriously, like a lame duck with your little fucking duck. Yeah. So what's your plan then, Mr. I've got all the cure, right? What's your plan? How do we get them out of here? Wait a second. The government is the one who flew them in here. What about this gang, these Venezuelan gang members that the government is very aware that they brought these people in here? They were putting them up in hotels, in whole apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado. They were literally, yeah, remember the what was that? That I think she was a Congress, or she was a one of the people, one of the local people that was there in, what was her name? I'm trying to remember her name. I think for a second, because I can't, normally I don't let names slip me anymore. All right, well, it doesn't matter who she is. This was this is one of the lady. She was part of her. She was a congresswoman or a senator or somewhere within her elected government, and this lady came out to assist this lady in Aurora, Colorado. This is an old lady, and these people were throwing this lady out. Because I'm going to do the same thing, because you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. This old lady had nowhere to go. She had nowhere to go. So she called her elected official to see if she could get some help. She said, there's all these Venezuelan gangs, right? And most of them weren't gang members. Most of them were Venezuelans. A small percentage of them were Venezuelan gangs. Trandelawa, right? More violent than MS-13, were starting to run these other people, their own people around, and started kicking out anybody that wasn't Venezuelan. This is your government, totally aware this was going on, flying these people in there, letting them and paying them to be here. So the government's the fucking problem. You say they're, oh, you let this happen by didn't say anything in the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, because you don't give a shit about anything except for your own little world until it's too late. You're reactionary, right? That's what you do. You're already there's the problem. Yeah, that's Hegelian dialect. They're going to come in for you are already the problem, huh? You're part of the solution, aren't you? You've got no solution to the problem. The problem is the government. The government has been the problem for how long? Who did you vote for? See, you're the problem. You voted for these people who allowed all this nonsense to happen, huh? Yeah, so, oh, well, this lady here is calling up her local officials saying, I need help. I'm getting thrown out of here. I don't have nowhere to go. So she relies. Now, come on, we're playing this scenario because you think, okay, we've got a solution to the problem. The government's going to be the problem to come here and fix this, right? So she calls up. The lady comes out to meet her out there. The law enforcement come out and meet her there. So you think, oh, well, now the law enforcement is going to say, hey, you can't throw this old lady out. That's her house. She's paying to live there. She's got a lease. No, the cops say, hey, well, we'll help you get your stuff out of there, but we can't get involved. This is a civil matter. The cops. The local ladies, I think she was a chairman here. She was a local official. Before this old lady, who had nowhere to go, could move her shit out of her house, these people were already moving their stuff in there before she could even get all her stuff out of there. So this is in your own country there, dumbass. This lady don't even have nowhere to go. She tries to get help from her local officials. They come there to give her assistance. The cops tell her they can't even get involved in it. And where's this lady going to go? Before she could get all her stuff out of that apartment, these gang members are already moving their shit in there. So kiss my ass, dude. You don't know your ass. You don't know nothing. There's nobody going to be here to save you. There's going to be people like me who speak up, not people like you who don't have no fucking solutions to the problem. The problem is that you're the problem. You probably voted. You probably think that Trump's going to fix the problem, right? You probably thought Biden was going to fix the problem, right? No, the problem is our government, and you won't speak up about it because you'll lick the boot of the government because the executive order Donald Trump just signed says you have to love the government by executive order, and you have to love him or you're going to go to prison, whether you like it or not. Too bad. By executive order. 51% of the people voted, so shut the fuck up. Get in your work camp. These people are going with this, brothers and sisters. So I appreciate it because this is absolutely pure showing you that this is happening to the people who aren't even from here. Now we got here, and the citizens in this own country don't even have a place to go. This old lady had nowhere to go, and she calls her local official. The cops show up. The cops won't fucking stop anything. They say it's a civil matter, and that lady's got where to go? Nowhere. She's within the confines of these own borders. The citizen of this own country this happened to. So I'm not saying we don't have a problem, but I'm trying to explain to you, if this dumbass would fucking focus, I don't care about the ones that are causing the fucking problem. Let the government figure it out. No, that's fine. I don't care. It's something to bounce up, but I appreciate it. That's fine. I know. They're in here. There's fucking trolls. There's government trolls. Never forget, Donald, I have shown you evidence that they're in this platform, watching this platform. The federal government, the state of Oregon, Lake County watches this stream. I should put that reminder every time, but go fuck yourself, people. You're on your own. Seriously, God's watching everything you do. I don't give a fuck about the government. Government can kiss my ass. They're not even they're some corporation. And you're part of it because you give your authority over this bullshit like this dumbass who don't give a fuck about the citizens. He don't. He's a bootlicking piece of shit, bootlicker, just like every other person. Don't want to give a fuck about nobody. I care about people. That was an old conversation. I care about the people who are here, who came here with no nefarious, nothing. Just like the old lady got kicked the fuck out. She got nowhere to go. Now these people are within the confines. They got the people at the border so they can't. And if they leave, they're fucking, where do they go? If they got nowhere to go, what are they going to do? That's a hard position to be in. Maybe some do have somewhere to go, but I bet you many don't. Many don't. What if you've been here for years? Do you realize they gave these people a court date and just let them out into the country? Most of them gave them a court date and just gave them a plane ticket, gave them a credit card, and let them out into the country. Said appear years later. So many of these people lost their connections back home. Well, that's their bad. Okay, I understand. But where are they to go now? This is a hard position for many people. Never ever thought, because for many years, these people were allowed to come over here and didn't feel as if there were going to be a problem. And they didn't want any fucking problems, like I'm saying to this dumbass who won't focus. I'm not talking about the problem. I know we got a problem. It's the fucking government who allowed it. But this uncaring asshole doesn't give a shit about the conversation that I give a shit that there's people who've been displaced who don't want anything to do to hurt anybody. So under this Trump administration, if I took one of these people in, I'd be harboring a fugitive or harboring an immigrant with the way he's made it. You're going to fucking, these people aren't from here. You take one in, you slow this process up, you're going to fucking prison. The way Trump's making it sound. It's fucking insanity. These are people, brothers and sisters. These are fucking people. I don't give a shit. You have rights. Whether you have citizenship under the Constitution, whether you know that or not. You don't have to have fucking, I bet you this Geo dumb fuck doesn't even know that. Has no idea that you do not need citizenship to have afforded rights under the Constitution. Because a veteran like me has defended his right to Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech. This dumbass can speak up, but you'll know him by his fruit. You'll know him by his fruit. He don't give a fuck. The conversation was about the people who are here who don't want to hurt anybody. I know we got a problem. Okay, we got that. I was talking about that. I talk about that all the time. I was trying to set aside for a moment. There are people tonight that are scared out of their fucking mind. Days before, they thought they were okay. And maybe they didn't. Maybe they're one of these people who came here illegally through the years, kept real quiet, got a job, did what they were supposed to, didn't get in any trouble, didn't want to kill any Americans, got a job, stayed to themselves. Maybe they stayed within their, God, dirty fucking Mexicans talking shit about you. Don't even speak any Spanish, and you think this dude's talking shit. You don't even speak Spanish. Come on, man. Have some fucking ask yourself, what would Christ do? And I apologize for the curse in my rocker today. It is what it is. We all have good days and bad days, but I won't deal with these assholes I'll talk to these people to address their fucking sure heartlessness. They no fucking heart. If all you care about is you can't take a pause for a little bit. So see this asshole? Thanks for unhiding him. Look, Gio, you're so obvious. See, he's still focused on the 5%. So I asked you how to filter the 5% out. You had no answer. And yes, I did, dumbass. I already answered you. You're just too fucking, either need to turn your hearing up. I already did. Which leads to us allowing any in. See, still totally focused, not giving a fuck. You heartless fuck, and you're a heartless fuck. You know that? You are the exact what scripture says. The heart is continuously filled with wickedness. You are one wicked motherfucker. You know that? You are one wicked motherfucker, Gio. Whether you're a man or a woman, I give two licks of a shit. I am not talking about that anymore. If you'd like to continue, go find some other fucking call your congressman, Rubio, your senator. Go deal with the fucking government. They're the one who created the problem, dumbass, not the fucking people who came here. You're the problem. You're the problem. Sounds like you don't care about American people. I'm a fucking veteran. Are you an Army veteran? Are you a fucking veteran? Are you a military fucking veteran? Have you defended the right of the Constitution, your right to free speech? You're welcome. Have you DD 214? Do you have an honorable discharge? I don't care about the fucking American people. Have you served a tour in the United States military to defend the right of the people? They're protected, inalienable. God, you're fucking so, you should not thank a veteran, but you have that right afforded by the Constitution. Have you served in the United States Marines, Air Force, Navy, Army? Have you even defended the borders, National Guard? Because that right given to you, you can thank God before all things. You can. It's God. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free. The Congress, these rights are protected by God. So you can thank God before all things. But otherwise, you can go ahead and thank me. But I don't know if you've done a tour. But otherwise, don't tell me that I haven't fucking defended this country. I don't care about these fucking Americans. We all have to be here, dumbass. The 5% and the all other fucking people you don't give a fuck about. The other 95 that you seem don't give a fuck that they're still here with the Americans. We still have to deal with them too. Oh, we're just going to forget about all those that are here with the Americans too that we have to deal with too, huh? Because maybe some of them can help us. Maybe some of us can pull us out of this. No, let's not talk about them. They don't exist. They don't exist. You're a heartless son of a bitch. You know that? All you want to talk about is the 5% that. Where do you come up with that number too? I think you just pulled that like a rabbit out of your ass. You don't have any statistics to prove that number, do you? I don't think so. I don't think you give a fuck even with the 5 about the 95, and you just proved it again because that's what I said, and then you got unhidden. Oh, well, you won't answer which I did. I said, you're the fucking problem because you won't speak up and fucking say anything about it and join the fucking military and defend the. You did for that yourself, non-American. You said 5% off. Oh, okay. No, same. Where'd you get it? Cool. It was just a random number. Ha, ha, ha. Are you jerking off? You like that? Pornhub? You find your pleasure out of other people's pain? Why don't you join the fucking military? Go kill some women and children in other countries that never wear a battle dress uniform so I come back and deal with assholes like you. Seriously, because your First Amendment. You remember we don't fight for fucking freedom. It's the right to choose. You're a fucking idiot. There's no such thing as freedom. There's no such thing as free will. Yeah. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech of the press and religion. Figure it out. It's God-given. I joined it for, now look at it. You didn't join for yourself, not America. You said, look what this asshole said. You did that for yourself, not America. How do you know that? How are you going to make that assumption, Gio? How did you know that I did that for myself? How do you know that? What is your assumption that I did that for myself? Why did I do it for myself? How do you know that? What year did I join the military? Tell me what year, Gio. Is that right, GIO? Is that right? No, let me make sure. What year did I join the United States? I already gave you a hint because I already said it. So what year did I join the military? What was the intentions and what was on my brain at the time? Tell me what was going on in my life. Because you knew when I joined the military, at what age did I join the military? How many years old was I? What was my MOS? What was my military skill identifier? And what was my intentions of when I joined the military? Obviously, the MOS, human nature doesn't matter what year. So you don't know anything. You can't make any assumption. You don't know your ass from the hole in the ground again. You said I joined for me, but you don't know the year I joined. You don't know anything about my personal life at the time, whether I was married, unmarried, whether you don't know my, I actually said what I already did too. You're an idiot. You need to turn your fucking hearing up again because I already answered questions for you. Tell me. Let me ask you this one more question. Have you ever served your country in any capacity? Here's a chance to give your bio. You have maybe it's like a job application. I'm hiring. No, come on, guys. Stephanie, this is this channel. You ain't been here long enough. This is what I do. We're addressing idiots like this. This guy's going to assume how I joined the military. He doesn't know what year I joined, has any idea, but you joined it for yourself, not America. And then I ask him, okay, I didn't join it for you say I started for. So tell me about my life. You've made the assumption that I did it not for my country, but I did this for my own gain. There was no intentions to serve the country at all. I was all gain for me. It was just about no military people ever join. It's all about them, right? That you wouldn't join the military to serve your country, right? You're a fucking idiot, Gio. Get out of here. Say one more thing, because I know you'll say something stupid, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a, do not think about this channel. Do not think about me ever again. Do not worry. I will never remember you. I'm going to start talking to somebody. You'll just fade into the fucking, to the dust. Don't worry. You're going to remember these eyes. You're going to remember this face because it's imagery. That's stupid. You shouldn't worry about idolism or things you see. But the thing that's going to bother me the most is that I should charge you rent because I'm going to be inside your head all night long. You're not going to stop being able to think about this channel, what we talked about, and especially me. It's gonna bother you because when I moderate you or somebody else moderate, you're not going to come back. You're not going to be able to come back we won't condemn you. You'll be able to show up again. And I'll know you immediately. I don't forget anything. So don't worry. Until then, I won't charge you for any rent space in your head. Okay? Don't think about me. If you could just let it go, I'll let you go because it's nothing personal. I have nothing. Thanks for letting me bounce off of your total wicked heart. Because that's what you're wicked as fuck. You wouldn't even talk about the subject. I made an example of how wicked people truly are off of you. You just made an example of yourself. So do not then judge them by their cover. You'll know them by their fruit. So you get to say one more thing, and then I'm going to moderate you. Don't think about me, or I'll have to charge you rent space. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to charge for rent space in your head. So don't think about me anymore. Don't think about this channel. Don't think about what anybody said in here, please. For the good of your own mind, your own sanity. Don't lose your mind. Be focused. It's not a personal thing. I'm not trying to turn a goat into a sheep. I give a fuck about the 90% plus people that are here and got nowhere to go, or they don't know what the fuck to do. They're in a really uncomfortable position, and our government is the one who flew most of these people or has allowed for them, and we got to be here with them. And I love these people. And I was thinking about going and bringing some here and fuck this government. If they want to charge me with some kind of aiding fucking illegals, I've been thinking about doing it. I think they would serve much better than somebody like your fucking dumbass who only cares about economics and the 5% and won't even stay focused on a fucking subject about giving a fuck about people. Just being a people person is all we were trying to do in here. Give a fuck, because my heart is hurting right now because a lot of these people for the last 10 years thought maybe they can gain some citizenship. There we go. War lover, guys. Look, that's what you get to say. Okay, go ahead and moderate him. No, don't think about me. Gio, don't think about me. Don't think about this channel. Just disappear. Go find another channel and don't think about me. Okay? Don't. Okay. All right, guys. That's pretty heartless, guys. We're in here talking about, because all day my heart has just been back and forth. I almost feel a little bipolar. My brain is like, it's all right, Tracy, focus. It's okay. And I keep thinking, what the fuck, dude? There's people here who are scared right now. They don't have anywhere to go. Where the fuck would you do? What if you came from a whole nother fucking country and you got no way to get home? No money that much. You were just paying and getting by. You were just starting your life over. You get out. Okay. Whoa. That's crazy. I don't think that's right. They let these people in here. They flew them in here. Let's get to the point too. They flew them in here. They weren't just walking across the border. Many of them got flown in here. Because remember, they're all flying them in here so they can vote for Biden. Well, they didn't vote for Biden, so now what? So I have no problem spending a fucking hour with that piece of shit has no heart. Brother says, I know we got a problem. I've been talking about that for how long? And to be ready, but I also know that there's a lot of people here who have no ill intentions. And now their whole life was just turned upside down. They're like, you gotta go. That's a hard shift. To go back to a country that's poor, to go back to a country that's maybe you've lost touch with your family. That's a hard position, man. Please think about these people, not in the fashion that they're from this country or they're that country, or they're legal or they're fucking not. They're people, brothers and sisters. They're people. And how do you tell the good ones from the bad ones? Well, brothers, sisters, I think we're going to just have to deal with it. That's why I want you to focus on there's a lot of people here who don't want anything nefarious to do with anybody. All they came here was to try to get a better life. And now they're scared for their fucking life because they're undocumented on what's going to happen in their life next. And if I could house them in my house, I fucking would. I don't give a fuck what this government says. I would take them in and let them live with me because I don't give a fuck. I don't recognize this rogue government anyways. So I care about people, and that's what I would do because I think that's what Christ would do. And I already said before the Trump administration, during the Biden administration, that I think most people in America don't appreciate. I have been trying to offer an off-grid lifestyle for Americans for nearly 10 years, and nobody's joined me. That's okay. I'm not mad at Americans, but I was just like, well, shit, these people come over here and work their ass off. I've got multiple cabins that I didn't complete building because I don't want to finish them and have somebody move here and have it all built. I want somebody, if they're going to come here, as I've said in the past, I have 2 buildings worth of materials. I have a building that's half or 3/4 built, and then I have a material right next to it. And the idea was to have somebody come out here, help me finish this building, and I'll let you build a building of your own. All that material's no charge. You help me finish this, you'll have a roof over your head, you build another one, and you can build it on a skid, and you can take it wherever you want. And I was thinking, because you guys know that, I said, that these people could have been here. And I could have taken these people and they would have worked hard and probably appreciated it much more than most Americans would. Because a lot of them came living off of $2 a day, $3, $10. If they could have put them up in these cabins and they would have worked their ass off and appreciated it, it'd be like, wow, this is amazing. This is a beautiful place. It's quiet. We're starting to grow our own food, and it's just been amazing. I don't give a fuck where they're from, what color, how much melanin they have in their skin, what the shape of their eyes. Go fuck off. They're people. I don't see color. I don't see race. I'm a veteran. I don't see race. I don't see color. I just don't. Been that way my whole life. Grew up in Los Angeles, California. So been around everybody since I was born. Grew up around every kind of imagined, my days take us to Hollywood all the time. See the weirdest, so this is how I want it. I want you to think right now, brothers, sisters, because every day not going to stop thinking about this. Every day I'm sitting here and my heart is hurting for all the people who are here who don't know what to do. And every day Trump's passing more of this shit. He's making more and more enemies with all our fucking allies. He's sanctioning everybody. You know, it's wearing on my heart, brothers, sisters. Because when I look at this, I ask myself, what would Christ do in this situation? And that's what I'm asking you right now. What would Jesus do? What would Christ do? Oh, man, my eyes are killing me. Let me get it fixed. I wasn't even gonna come in here, guys, but I needed to come in here and tell you what was on my brain. I appreciate you sharing it, sweetie. I just couldn't go to bed. Not ready to lay down yet or go to bed, but here soon I'm going to get tired. And it's just because I'm wearing my heart all day. Has been thinking about how many people are in this country. Not the whole Biden. They come here. I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. They come here to care about Joe fucking Biden. Now we see that. Never was about fucking Joe Biden. Shut the fuck up with that shit. He came here to live a better life. They don't want to hurt anybody. They're not here to make enemies. They're not here to do it. They're good fucking people who came here. Then you got some ruthless fucking prick like Gio come in here and say some dumb shit like that. I'm going to speak up. I don't care about that. Thank you, Stephanie, for making me, but I got to address these people because we got to live with people like this within the confines of our own border. Well, if you don't like it, get out. Okay, well, tell the state of Oregon to drop their fucking charges. Stupid fucks, and I'll leave. I'll go. You don't want me here in America? I'll leave. Fuck you. You guys treat me like shit anyways. Look how you treat your veterans. Oh. So that's what this stream is about. This stream is about how my heart right now is in pieces, and I keep picking it back up. And I keep telling myself, Father wants it to be this way, Tracy. Just keep acting in faith. And this is the way he wants it to be. But I can't stop thinking about people who are displaced. I feel very fortunate that I have this property. I'm truly living the American dream, so to speak. And I'm very blessed to have a place where nobody can tell me I can go or I can't go. And I do what I do what I want here. And if you've never lived anywhere where you didn't know where you're going to fucking sleep at night, whether somebody can kick you the fuck out of there, and you didn't have that, that is not a nice place to be. I know probably, there's at least 3 or 4 of you in here right now. That's not nice when you don't know where you're going to be day by day, couch surfing, I don't care, whatever it is. It's different when you have some kind of security where you're going to be somewhere, but all of a sudden when everything is up in the air and you don't know where you're going to be from one night to the next, or somebody can tell you to leave, that changes your game. If you have a place to sleep tonight and nobody's going to kick you the fuck out of wherever you're at, you're blessed. There are a lot of people tonight that they're not going to sleep, or they're going to sleep with one eye open because they're scared. And I feel their pain right now. It's cold wind a little bit where I'm at too right now. And I get the fire going. There's you guys don't feel it? You don't feel that pain that these people feel? Chosen one. What are you saying? You've never said anything, Chosen? That sucks, man. I don't know. I don't ban. Like I said, I very seldom hit the ban button. I don't ban. We don't think we ban anybody from this account. How is this happening, guys? Did you hear what Chosen One just said? That sucks. That's Geo. Interesting. I don't know how that would happen. This is a shadow ban channel too. So by the way, I don't do most of the time. The moderators do all the moderating for me in this channel. We don't permanently ban people from the channel. I don't, I think it's 24 hours, 40 hours or something is what the moderators have the ability to, you know, just silence you, hide you from the channel. We don't permanently ban. So I'm not sure how that happens. Oh, Bigfoot is real. Like, yeah, I know. Bigfoot is a giant Ewok. Bigfoot is real. I know. I've been trying to tell everybody that forever. Nobody will listen to me. It's really Anakin Skywalker. He's a midget, but it's like I think it's Justin Bieber in an Ewok suit, but then he's got giantism, and now he's a Bigfoot. So they're just big Ewoks. Is basically all they are. I think that's. In my studies of the foot of the biggest, definitely Ewok. They're Ewok in nature, and they're definitely from Star Wars, and they're here and they love you. And they the best research I've ever done was on Rugrats, Sam Squatch, or Eddie Murphy. Remember, he said it's some sort of alien monkey hybrid. Yeah, it's an alien monkey hybrid. Alien. Yeah, it's an alien. Yeah, it's an illegal alien. It's Juan. Juan's a little hairy, and they had to shave him down. Juan. No, it's not you, Juan. I'm just kidding. Dave Porter. Huh. Hold on, my kitty wants in. My little girl wants in the house. My little girl. See my little bee. My little baby. Did they crush the Earth in a spaceship? Yeah, guys, so if you're ever wondering what Bigfoot is just an Ewok. Don't let them fool you. It's an Ewok with giantism. Mm-hmm. None of you guys are going to call me on this. All right, guys. I don't mean to do this, but I have to do this. Do you guys want to know what Bigfoot is? I have all the proof. I can't release this, guys. The government's going to come for me if I release this to you guys what Bigfoot is. If I release this information to you guys, they're going to disappear me about Bigfoot. I have the proof. No, they made it 1,000 years ago. You believe in giants, so. No, I had the, you know, stop lying now. You're lying, dude. Now listen, Bigfoot is real. I'm going to expose people like you. How the fuck do you have a name Bigfoot is real and you don't even have the real? All right, guys, I got to release this. They're probably going to come for me, guys, after this. So I love you guys. It's been a good channel. This whole Bigfoot is real thing. I have to do this. It's why he came in here, guys. I have proof of Bigfoot. I know what Bigfoot is, guys. If I release this, I love you guys. Are you guys ready for this? Bigfoot's from the San Fernando Valley. I'm serious, guys. They'll probably be here tonight. You guys, I know I already got my house swatted. If I tell you this, guys, you guys ready? Bigfoot is proof that Ewok fucked Chewbacca. It's not just Ewoks. Chewbacca. And he's like, I knew it. See, that's what Bigfoot. Your research is far off. You are a fucking idiot. You don't know shit, man. They met in the woods. It's like a liger. Get it? It's like a liger. Ewok had sex with Bigfoot. You guys know Bigfoot is proof that Chewbacca had sex with an Ewok? Take that one, stick that one in your pocket. Bigfoot's real. And smoke that. Fucking idiot. All right. Do it, guys. Whatever. It was funny. That's a good one. I like that. I just made that up on the fly. Bigfoot is proof that Chewbacca had sex with Ewoks. Hey, seriously, if you think Bigfoot's real, get out of here, you stupid idiot. You're an idiot. You're a foolish. God didn't create aliens. There's no Bigfoots. There's nothing here but hominoid species. Get out of here. You're a child, Bigfoot. Yeah, right. Go fucking watch Rugrats with Sam Squatch. Wrong channel. I don't believe that God's in the sky. Nobody's dead and goes to the sky. So I sure enough fuck don't believe in no stupid fucking hairy man walking around in the woods. Grow the fuck up. It's Chewbacca who had sex with an Ewok. That's about as real as Bigfoot, all right? Take your stupid fucking dumbass shit somewhere else. I live in the Pacific Northwest where this foolishness goes on a regular basis. So take your dumbass somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. It's so silly, guys. I mean, aliens are real. Bigfoot's real. What's next, guys? Come on. Giants with neoprene skin walking around moving megalithic structures using anti-gravitic technology. That's what's coming next. And that won't be real either. But you'll think it is. God's not in the sky. There's nothing in the sky. Aliens aren't real. Bigfoots aren't real either. Are aliens just shaved Bigfoots and saucers? I mean, come on. Grow up. Even if he comments, it'd be just stupid for him to say anything and now at this point. I don't believe in aliens. You don't know the word of Nephilim, Bleed. You're an idiot too. You're an idiot. I rebuke you, Blades. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. Shut the fuck up. You can't define the word Nephilim. You've never looked in a lexicon. So get your fucking dumb ass out of here. I'm on fire now. You got me lit. That dumbass Geo coming here acting like he gives a fuck about people. So, I don't care how you spell it. You don't know the fucking definition of it. Tell me the definition of a Nephilim. I'll give you a hint. Don't have any fucking to do with how tall somebody is. No, doesn't have to do with how tall somebody is. So you can count that fucking out. Nope, that's not what it means. That's not the definition. No, that's not a fucking what it means. You're a dumbass. Get the fuck out of here, Blade, you fucking television child. Go watch your fucking Star Trek somewhere else. Take your Nanu Shazbot's fucking born in an egg, Leviathan, the fucking snake ass somewhere else. You crooked fucking serpent. I'm on fire for a minute. I'm continuing my rant from earlier, and I'm going to finish up here for the night. I won't do it tomorrow. My rant won't be here. I won't rant tomorrow. I've gone weeks. I had a little bit of a spell there, but I was back to. My heart's been hurting all day. You know, we're taking over fucking Gaza. Did you hear the way Trump talked about Gaza? Do you have any fucking idea what's going on in Gaza? The way he talked about Gaza? Did you listen to anything he said about that? About how we're going to go in there and all the people that are there and it's all who the fuck destroyed that place? Israel. And he ain't sitting shit, and fucking Netanyahu's sitting right next to him. And he's sitting there saying, Netanyahu's right there. The fucking part of the response. And that's his buddy. Behind, buddy. Yahoo. Yeah, I bet. So, do you understand what the fuck happened? Do you know what Gaza is? Gaza is like being locked in a fucking drag strip. In a fucking drag strip, basically, and being bombed to fucking death, and then told, go to the north. Oh, and they start, but I don't think any idea what's been going on in fucking Gaza. And we're just going to take over Gaza now. That's it, guys. I'm done. America is an imperialist nation, and we are fucking the worst nation ever. And what this administration is doing in cahoots with the last of the ones before. You don't know what a Jew is, Bigfoot Israel. You're an idiot. There you go. You don't know what fucking Bigfoot is, and you don't know what a Jew is, idiot. There's no such thing as a Jew in Israel over there in the middle of the desert, you fucking ignorant puke. Take your fucking stupid Bigfoot name somewhere else. A Jew is not even a physical Jew. You have the fucking biblical understanding of a fly. There's no spiritual or no physical Jews. It's Israel that it calls out in scripture. It's a spiritual, innerly fucking Jew, you idiot. Spiritual Jew. Spiritual Israel. There's no physical, and it's all flesh. So it's not just some place over in the desert. Jews from all. Oh, how many continents? How many countries? 180. Oh, it's all, not just somewhere in the middle of the desert. There again. You're focused on fucking Ewok having sex with Chewbacca, thinking there's some Sasquatch, and then you're going to fucking tell me that I fucking don't. Tell me this. During World War II, were those Jews? During World War II, were those Jews? I'm hearing, I'm listening, I don't hear any. Were those Jews? Get your fucking dumb ass out of here. It's all covenant under this flesh. It's not just one group of fucking people. You don't know the scripture at all. You are what scripture warns about people like fake Jews. Yeah, it's a spiritual Jew, not a physical, not one place over in the desert, but all flesh. Oh, so it isn't over there in the desert, huh? Seriously, right? You have the biblical understanding of a Christian. You do. It's all flesh. It's not just Jews, but Jews and fucking Gentiles, you moron. Man and woman. Jew and Gentile. One white, one black, one brown, one red, one yellow. Do you see colors? I see 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4. I see 12 eggs to a whole dozen. Yeah, all flesh. Man and woman, Jew and Gentile. 1 black, 1 brown, 1 white, 1 red, and 1 yellow. You don't know your ass. You don't know a Jew from a hole in your backside. He warned about the fake ones. Like Mr. Chump, who doesn't believe in Jesus Christ. In redemption, he believes in the Old Testament. He doesn't believe in forgiveness. The only way to the Father is through the New Testament. And Donald Trump does not. He is with Netanyahu. Remember? Ha ha ha! Yahoo! The Philistines. 12 runny plastic eggs. So there's no physical Israel, brothers, sisters. There's no physical anything. Well, we've definitely identified you as an idiot, Bigfoot, because there's no such thing as Bigfoot. Okay. And you can identify your Bigfoot ass somewhere else. I already told you to leave. If you'd like to stay in here, try to still continue to speak about something you have no idea about, which I already do, because your idiot fucking name that you have. There's no such thing as Bigfoot, all right? You want to come back in here, change your fucking name, or just don't come back in under that name, okay? Don't change your name. I'm not trying to change you at all. Go fucking do. If you think there's some kind of hairy fucking thing from 1,000 years ago or something, go for it. But don't bring your dumbass shit in here. I rebuke Bigfoot. I rebuke fake fucking Jews. People who say they are, but they're not. The Bible, scripture, warned us exactly of this. There is no physical fucking Israel in this testament. It is all flesh, not someplace in the desert. If you can't figure that out, that's fine. You probably can't figure out. You probably still think there's Bigfoot. Actually, brutish, you know what a beast is? Because you believe in Bigfoot. Is that a beast? How about a brute beast? You know what a brute beast is? Brutish in nature. That's more like a donkey or like an ass. You're acting like an ass. I've told you there's no big such thing as Bigfoot. You're just joking, right? It's just a trolling thing. You're just like to get people all, it's funny, right? Bigfoot. Aha, it's like a big fucking Chewbacca. Chewbacca. You believe this dude believes in Chewbacca. Watch it. That's what it is. It's Chewbacca, dumbass. It's just Chewbacca. Stop calling it Bigfoot. Why can't you just tell him what his really name is? He probably feels like shit out in there in the woods. All these years, Chewbacca's been running around and nobody will even identify him. You know what I'm saying? Poor guy. Remember, he's a giant. There's no such thing as fallen angels, too. Who the fuck said fallen angel? The word Nephilim is not fallen angel. You're a dumbass. Who said that? Step up to the fucking mic, you idiot. Let's teach about the sons of God. You can't be a son of God unless you're doing the will of the Father. Your brothers, your sister, and your mother are those that do the will of the Father. Those are the sons of God. A fallen angel is not doing the will of the Father, you fucking idiot. You're a blasphemous piece of shit. Stop fucking spreading biblical nonsense. Don't care how would you know all the living creatures on earth. All right, it's time for you to go, Bigfoot. You got to go. Get out of here with your dumb name and don't change it. Just come under some other account. Don't come back in here under some stupid fucking name, Bigfoot. Just you have to come back in there. If you want to come back, it's Chewbacca is real. You can come back in under the name Chewbacca is real. Oh, wait, it's not in here. Ewoks are real. So the word Nephilim means bully, not giant. A Nephilim is not a giant. A Nephilim is not a fallen angel. A Nephilim is a bully. That's what the definition of it is, a bully. Somebody who pushes a bunch of bullshit on other people, kind of like Bigfoot is real. That is a Nephilim. Bigfoot is real is a Nephilim. Going around, but it's a demon. Basically, Bigfoot is a demon. A distributor of lies or fortunes to others. That's what a Nephilim is. By definition, it's not anything else. Do you own a lexicon? Would you like to look up the definition of Nephilim in your lexicon and you'll find out that you're an idiot? You've been falling for some bullshit about aliens and fallen angels. Angels don't have wings. They don't. Show me where in scripture it says that angels have wings. I'm an angel. Do I look like I have fucking wings to you? That's pretty bold for you to say that, Tracy. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm an angel. Did I fucking stutter? What's the definition of an angel? Anyone? Angelos, you have a lexicon? You want to give me the definition? Anyone? Bueller, hello? Did you see where Pastor Revelation said he was an angel? Oh, a messenger. Oh, do I not message you and give you the gospel? I don't have wings. Do I? Do I look like I have fucking wings? How about this? The bride. Remember the bride? She will be given the wings of an angel, or she will flee to the wilderness. That was the desert. Gaza, right? Oh, the desert. Oh, wait, where is that desert? And she'll be given the safety. Where are they going to fly to anyways? They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere. You're not going to escape the judgments. You're not going to go up in the air. You're not going to go down in the chasms. You're not going to escape the seventh seal. You're not going to escape judgments, brothers. That great and dreadful day of the Lord is unescapable. North, south, east, and west. There's nowhere to escape these judgments. The angels come back. Angelos. So, Elon Musk is a Nephilim. There's a Nephilim. Elon Musk is a Nephilim. So, you guys got it. You guys got it. I appreciate it. I'm just, like I said, I appreciate you coming in here. If I went to bed tonight here, sitting here without talking to you guys, I would have just been a wreck. Because after I got off here last time, I pastored with a sister, and she really got me, she's going to have a hard time, and she's going to be ready. I believe she'll be ready, but she's really just, this is the lady that I told you who lost her daughter in the river. She gave her family, the ability to watch her daughter. And as she was at work, and I think her daughter was under 2 years old, and she drowned in the river. Remember, her name was Trinity. And so she's the only person on all of my Facebook friends, and I didn't have a bunch, but I had some, whatever through the years, and it was 2 years ago that anybody had anything to do with Christmas. I don't give a fuck what it was. I don't care if you put anything Christmas, bam, I just deleted you off my, I don't care who it was. Like, people I really needed to stay in contact with. I'm like, dude, this is fucking 2022 or something, 21. I'm like, if you don't know that Christmas is pagan and you're still celebrating this shit, I don't want nothing to do with them. And so I went through my Facebook friends or whatever, and I didn't have a bunch, like I said, but I deleted everybody that had anything to do with fucking Christmas. It's like, if you're that fucking ignorant right now, I'm not going to do anything with you. Well, she did still now she wasn't doing Christmas, but because I already told her, but she was still doing some of these holidays. And something told me, don't delete her. Don't delete that account, because I deleted everybody else. But and I know why, because it's just she's an amazing testimony. I'd like to eventually someday bring her on this platform, and you guys get a little testimony. She's taking up her cross daily. No, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Jesus, Lord, nothing has happened. Zero, nothing is like nothing. But that's thy kingdom come, thy will be done. When Father wants it to change, it will. I've got a court date coming up, but last time they made her way all the way down there, and they still don't. I don't have an attorney. They don't even have legal counsel for me. Remember, they're supposed to, if you cannot afford, one will appointed to be attorney, be appointed to you. Yeah, right. 9 months, and they still do not have legal counsel for me. What? 3 more months, it's going to be a year. Imagine a whole year going by with your house getting swatted and they don't do anything. There's been zero legal done in that case right now as of this second. So, and we're like 9 months. So, from the river to the golf courses and holes, hotels for the. Uh-oh, we got Babylon in here. Sounding 6 is got the Babylonian. You would think so, right? That's what I told him. You have under your 6th Amendment, that is your right to speedy trial. Fair. Fifth Amendment or Miranda rights is adequate counsel. So not only is it a Miranda violation because I have not been given adequate counsel, but it is a right to my speedy and fair trial. But they don't care. I brought Kevin in there with me last time and said, all right, so you're going to drop this. It's been like 8 months, right? You don't have got nothing. You got nothing. You don't got nothing. Drop this. I file immediate motion. You're continuing to violate my 6th Amendment and my Miranda right to fair trial, adequate counsel, speedy, and to call right witness in my favor. And he's like, I said, and he said, no, I said, so you're going to just continue to violate my 6th Amendment and my Miranda rights? He said, yep, we're going to continue to violate your rights. I have witness. So they can't sweep it under the rug, or they'll just get rid of the case, but eventually they won't. I'll take it to federal court someday. Someday it will go to the federal appeals if they ever do take it to court here, which they vacated the trial. There is no trial because there's no counsel. They vacated the trial. There is no trial anymore either. There's nothing going on. They set it for a trial without an attorney. That was not fucking smart. Set it for a trial and there was no attorney that never gotten any counsel. And now they vacated the trial because I subrogated the merchant number, filed for, took over power of attorney of that merchant number, challenged judicial capacity. The clerk judge, sitting judge, Sullivan wasn't operating in a third article court and had no judicial capacity, and then put the court on notice of liability, but they've done nothing since then. And I'm the one who's done it. So, it is what it is. I appreciate you asking. I don't know. Proof that this country sucks. I just wish I knew where my son was at, is all, you know. So. But it's all by Father's will. I know that. It makes no sense to me. There's no way that any of that should even still be going. And what sucks, as soon as I can get some closure on it, I can figure out where my son is at, or I could go find him, start asking more questions, or I could get some kind of closure or move 1 inch forward. 1 inch. That's one step. Be nice to take 1 step forward. But it is what it is. But anyway, all right, guys. We'll start winding her down here. No, you guys stay here. I just wanted to come in and kind of unload a little bit of this. You know, like I was just, my heart's hurting. My heart's hurting. No, I hear you, Stephanie, but you're not, I can't, the courts are going to do what they're going to do. You don't understand. This is the largest probably case in the state of Oregon in the last 2 decades. So this is not some case they're going to move and do anything on. So I'm very aware of how this is working, and I cannot force these courts to do what they will not do. They're going to do what they're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for this next, I'm going to wait for this next whatever date they've got. I think it's a pre-trial hearing. And they're just going to extend it again. And at that point, I'm going to start filing actual paper motions to the court, because I haven't filed the paper motions behind all my demand motion to dismiss charges, my motion to exercise my right of subrogation, my motion to put the court on notice of liability. If you're not a law merchant, it's not your court. I know. Well, I know, but you're not listening to me now, Stephanie. I've already subrogated the merchant number. So I've already put the court on notice of liability. Already told them I'm taking over power attorney because I'm not that merchant number. So that merchant number right there, I'm challenging the judicial capacity of this Dave Vandenberg that he's not operating in a third article court. I'm challenging the judicial capacity. I'm exercising my right of subrogation. Subrogation, I will take over power of attorney of that merchant number. And I have done that. And I've put the court on notice of liability for all damages in related to this case. So I can't do anything else other than that at this point, other than to file the motions to dismiss charges. They have to do it. So, yeah, and that's all courts, Stephanie. That is every single court in the United States of America, except for the one single Article 3 court operating under the original Title 18 statutes. So, then that's every court in America. A client is a merchant, is a number of accounting, which is the same thing as a bond or a treasury or criminal. Criminal is the same thing as client. Credit, client, criminal, same thing. All merchant, all numbers, all. And so remember, I was never arrested under the name, capital letter, all in capital letters. That is the client or the merchant number. But I'm not that. So that's why they can't do anything. So what I'm going to do next time, when that, like I said, and I know exactly what they're going to do. I'm going to request they demand motion to dismiss charges, and they won't because they don't hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in paper. And I do have a, remember person land is the reason in the world. Yeah, right. I got you. But yeah, the next time, all right, so that's what I'm going to do on my next, after this next court date. And that's coming up here not too long. I'll put it all on, follow these paper motions behind it. And then if they don't respond to that, I'll be filing a motion for a change of venue. Is the next thing I'm going to do. And I'm pretty sure they'll go ahead and grant the change of venue, because then they'll get it out of their courts, because they cannot try this case. They don't have the money to do it. They don't have an attorney to represent me and not win this case. And they know they can't win the case. They have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And I will not go to trial on something that I'm not. They can't bring me under a trial because I'm not a merchant. I'm not a merchant number. Right. Remember, I'm private. Already, Stephanie, remember my name is not capital letters. It's capital T, small r, small a, small c, small y. I don't have an all capital letter name in my last name either. I'm always operating in a private capacity and never in commerce. So I'm not a merchant. I'm not commerce. I'm not a client. I don't have to buy fucking Walmart bullshit, because that's all these people are to me, is they're Walmart. I look at this judges, it's like he's a Walmart smiley face. I don't have to buy shit from him. I know that. Thanks for making that legal speak a little more understandable for people, but that's that simple. I don't have to contract with these people. I don't operate in commerce. I'm not a merchant. I'm operating in private capacity. I always operated in private capacity, and I don't operate in commerce. I used to have a commerce license. I don't operate in commerce. I let that go because I don't operate in a commercial capacity. I only operate in a private capacity. I never operate in commerce. That's why my name is not in all capital letters. I'm not a straw man. I'm not a merchant number. I'm not a contract. I'm not client. I don't have to contract with this fake judge because he's not a judge. He's a clerk and he works for the chief of finance. The chief of finance is the prosecuting or district attorney, but he has no judicial capacity. None. He's not operating in an Article 3 court. He's operating under revised statutes, which is code. Not criminal statute, but criminal code. Not under the original Title 18 statutes. Adjudicated through the House, Congress, and Senate. These were revised, added to the corporation called America. Remember, 4 felony charges. I am facing 4 felonies right now. No, I'm not. That's my straw man. I'm not facing any charges. I didn't commit any crimes. All crimes are crimes of commerce. Crimes of commerce. clients, merchants, criminal, code, bond. Yep. But I don't have civil rights because I'm not a civilian. Right, Stephanie? I'm not a civilian. I don't claim citizenship to the corporation. I don't even claim state national rights, which I have prior to the constitutional republic being dissolved, turned to a corporation, making it replaced with civil rights because you are a civilian, part of the citizen. I'm not a fucking citizen. Fuck you, USA. I don't need citizenships to have rights under the Constitution. Go fuck yourself. You don't know your rights. I know mine. I'm a fucking American. Free American. I don't have to live under your fucking fake bullshit. I'm not a corp. Notice I'm alive. I'm still speaking. They want to fucking kill me. They tried to kill me. Notice I'm not a statute either, right? Hello? Am I moving? Did I turn into a statute all of a sudden? Nobody's answering me. No, I know. I didn't give you a chance. See, I'm not a statute. And if you're going to charge me under a Title 18 statute, it has to be under the original Title 18. Is a student of law, yeah. There's different, thank you again, and Stephanie will tell you, there's a difference between lawful and legal. There's a difference between lawful and legal. Uh-huh. No, those aren't the same things. Lawful and legal are not the same things. Those are two different things. All right, Stephanie, I like you. Stephanie, are you in the U.S.? I definitely am intrigued by your understanding of the United States Constitution. That's awesome. Hope there's ways for you out here to help other people. You're an absolute benefit to this channel because people, need to know their constitutional rights. These are the rights of the Constitution. What she's stating to you is all these changes to the corporation. Oh, look at that guy. That's fucking that Canadian knows more rights than the freaking American. That is so ironic, man. That is freaking amazing. I love it. I just absolutely thank you, Father. Man, I tell you what, and I don't mean to go, but you Canadians are a hardened group of people. Telling you that cold does a little bit to some people, guys. Cold makes us strong. Cold does. It makes us very strong. Hardens us, if you will. I do. I appreciate the Arctic. I lived in Alaska for, I lived in the North Pole. I've been in a lot higher than Canada, but okay. Either way, remember, guys, my concern is always for the right of the people, and the right is the right of the God-protected right of the people. We are supposed to remember we are judged that shall be judged. So if you go by some merchant number, if you're going by some corporation, if you're going by corporate law, you are going to be judged as a corporation. As a corporation. And God did Father say you have to follow corporate law? Did Christ say you have to follow corporate law? Or did he actually say we're supposed to do not partake in unfruitful works of darkness, rebuke them? No, we're not. So if you go to Father, you stand before Christ Jesus as the Redeemer, the mediator, if you will. If you know how to speak any kind of legal speak or lawful, you'll know that Christ is standing in as our attorney. He's standing in as our attorney before Father. Father, no. I covered their sin. Remember, I paid. Remember, the 5 shekels had to be paid. You had to pay that 5 shekels. You had to mark he wants to find your garments white, spotless, without blemish, washed in the blood of Lamb. You had to have that postmark with blood. He's got, Father, no. I know they sinned, where the wages of sin with death, but I've got their sins covered. Hear me out. Hear me out for a minute. Before you jump to conclusions here. Listen, if you stand before Father where the wages of sin is death, good luck. None of us are going to make it. He is your mediator. He's your attorney. Listen, if a judge, just hear me out. We'll just base it. I better go. If a judge sets your bail, right? And if I'm not mistaken, Dirk, I think you're a troll, man. I seriously think you're a troll. I've told you 5 times I do not have a 2.5 acre lot for sale. I don't have that. I said a 5 acre lot. And they've given it to you a bunch of times and told you where it's at. Seriously. I mean, I'm not saying you are, but I said there's a 5 acre lot. It's in Silver Lake, Oregon. It's right on the highway. I can get on it and find it right now. So I hope you're not. I mean, she's pretty serious. So, it's on Facebook, Christmas Valley. Lady in Red keeps looking at are you in here, Lady in Red? What's going on with Dirk? Look up Dirk's account for me. What's going on with this Dirk? Because he seems serious. And he's contacted many times. Relax. Don't do it. Are you going to Rick roll me, man? Dirk, are you going to Rick roll me? Don't do it when you want to suck to it. So, no, I know Lady in Red, you've been in here, how many times? And Dirk's been in here, 4 or 5 times? And asked, and I said, it's in Silver Lake. You've dropped the link how many times to this? You've been able to find it every time it's come in. I'm looking at it. I'm serious for the property, but it's always off. The numbers aren't right. There's something. What's going on here with Dirk's what's going on with Dirk's thing? I don't always, I didn't catch him half the time. He's off, and then I correct him, and then you drop the link, and then I did start talking about something, and then what's going on with his account? Look at that account for me up there, moderator. So, because I know he's asked a few times, and I know I've corrected him and told him at least 3 or 4 times that there is a 5 acre lot, and I've explained about the 20 and all, and this. Look, I can't find it. You've dropped the link a couple times, so maybe he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. I don't know. I don't fucking care. Kiss my ass. Anyways, not here to be nice, and that means to be stupid. So I can be stupid. I done told you. You can't fix stupid, can you? What's the difference between 1 eye and 2 black eyes? You didn't fucking listen the first time, apparently, right? So, anyway, all right. I'm having fun, guys. So, anyways, no, seriously, back on what we were saying here. I'm a little bit beside myself here today. I've been thinking a lot about how each day that we step one day closer here, this is the dismantling of the corporation. And we see that this constitutional republic was dissolved a long time ago. So that's why I get people to come out where I'm at, because this is one of the last places you can live kind of the American. There's enough space. If you're not me and you're not bothering a lot of people out here, a lot of people come out here and never are bothered by anybody. They'll disappear, like I said, out here for years. Okay. And normally you don't bug anybody out here and just do your thing. This is it's a wonderful place. Like I said, Kevin was like, damn, this place is amazing. He really likes it. He's excited. He bought the next door property over there. I bought a house. He bought it from me. It's working out really well for him. I really think he enjoys this place. So I'm appreciative of being here. As I said earlier, I started sitting here and I've got all this property and I'm like, damn, I wish I could help some of these fucking people out there with no home, nowhere to go. I start looking through it. I get online and Trump's talking about, and he's going to, all these different commissions they're going to fucking kick all these people out of here. And there's ICE and they're already here in certain states. And you guys, I grew up in Los Angeles, California. So I know what it's like to be around an illegal, that's here and has to kind of, you don't realize the reason. I don't mean to go there. If you watch during the vid, there were a lot of Hispanic people who wore the mask. They even did it. And I know Dirk is a regular. I know that. I was saying, what's going on with this county? Just ask. Have you not dropped the link to that property? I thought we looked up when he was in here a couple times about this property to try to get him the information. I think we've tried, but every time he comes in, I can't find it. 2.5, 10. I'm like, I don't have a 10-acre parcel for sale, so it's been a few times. Yeah, I just thought, why are we not getting this? Okay, so it's not just me. He's just not seeing it, or he or she or whatever it is. But interesting. Because I know every time it's like I've stopped multiple times, given the information out, you've dropped the link, and then I moved on. So I'm not sure. I need to relax, I guess. Don't do it. Fuck you. You ain't buying my land. Don't tell me to fucking relax. Kiss my ass. You have the fucking problem. You've had the link drop, so fuck you. I'll find somebody else to buy it. I don't need your fucking dumb ass out here anyways. You think I give a fuck? I don't try to hear to sell it. I want to sell it to people who can pay attention. Tell me to fucking relax, huh? That's the worst thing you could have done. Tell me to relax. I love being excited and passionate. Tell a fucking veteran to shut up or relax. So, all right, take that dirt and stick that in your fucking pipe. Smoke that, all right? You think you can live with that? Want to be my neighbor? I didn't think so. Don't worry, that lot's not even, it's way up the road. A lot of people out here like that anyways. We don't give a shit. We just come out here and want to be left alone. Most people can, guys. Again, come out here. It's a beautiful spot. Most people don't bother too many people, and they enjoy this place, and they're a little rough around the edges. That's why I like this place. People out here are a little more rough like me. Not everybody, but we're hardened out here. A lot of people can't make it out here. I live in a town where it takes 4 to 5 years at least to become a local. You guys spend half a decade here before they'll even consider you part of the community. So, not that kind of town. I didn't move to some kind of town that was an easy town. It's that kind of town. So, but it is it's a neat spot. There's some people out here that are very outspoken, like myself too, and I enjoy. I sometimes in town. Yeah, I'm on a rant. So that's what I'm saying, guys. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but god damn it, how many times has this dirt come in here and said the same fucking thing? I'm interested in your property at 2.5. They're like, dude, it's right there. So if you're in here, I hope you don't have thin skin. So if you do, oh well. Jimmy crack corn, remember? I'm not here to make friends. So I'm here to be around hardened people, want to get ready for what's coming. And if you can't take a little constructive criticism, then you probably won't work very well out here in this desert. You got to be able to adjust a little bit and shift with the bending times. But anyways, do appreciate people's interest and people coming back in. I'm just not understanding how many times we've probably done this, 5 times? 5 times, I think. So I'm not doing it anymore. Hold on. Oh, I made some kind of juice, and it's got no sugar in it or no sweet. It's not a sweetener. It's a natural. Oh, just not used to. I don't drink a lot of juice or anything like that. I got one that was sugar, not no corn syrup, all natural. No, I don't know. It's hard to find a drink thing that's not full of crap, but I found one. Some kind of. Gotta have some kind of dye in it though, but man, it's hard to find some of those drink things that don't have corn syrup, don't have all these other kind of unnatural sugars, or if they don't have a sugar, and then they got the fake sugar, the aspartame and all the, I don't like none of that stuff. Oh God, that stuff's horrible. So, but okay, hey, let's field maybe a question or two or an answer or something. You guys, fire something back at me here, and I'm going to probably wrap her for the night. No, the garden's all covered with snow right now. We got about 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground. So hopefully Kevin's working on some equipment, a tractor. So we might be able to get this tractor out here. It doesn't have a backhoe on it, but I'm a pretty good operator, so maybe I could make it work. And yeah, we've got 5 or 6 inches of snow on the ground right now. So it was pretty clear today, which was nice, but the temperature didn't drop. So we maybe only lost about an inch from that 6 inches to about 5 inches. So, but it was a nice day, a little windy. Obviously, I spent most of my time in here, did some firewood, shoveled the walkways, and did a couple other things out here today, but not a lot done today. More work done here on the internet than anything else. Thank you, Father, for allowing me to put some time in here here at the ministry and have more time to spend with you guys, and definitely talk about what's going on, because this is a very important time in our lives and our history. So I hope you're enjoying it, because this is a very unique time. I can't remember in the last 50 plus years of seeing anything time move so breakneck speed. And and I'm a veteran, so I've seen time go really fast. Sometimes time can just be just fly by when you got a lot of action going on. If you've ever worked a job, it's really busy. That day goes by pretty quick. If you're really slow, that day could just drag ass all day. So with all these things going on, guys, these days just seem to be whizzing by. So I'm glad that I was able to spend some time here, because I know as soon as the snow breaks again, guys, I'm back working again. I figured today I'm going to try to put as much time as I can here, so that when this weather does break, I'll be able to get back out there, and I'll show you too, because I stayed pretty busy. Fences, and I have so much to do. Oh, I'm disappointed. My little thing fell off. Nice. My Nana had a Facebook, or else I probably went and looked into it. Nana? Oh, Nana? Nana and Papa? Really? Are you serious? No. Are you serious? I like the marketplaces. Really? A marketplace. What are you selling on the marketplace? Car parts, or what kind of parts are you selling? Are you selling ECUs? Oh. No, I've never got the wind turbine fixed. Nope, never got the wind turbine back out here. So. Well, I'm hoping we'll get some more clear weather coming up here this next week, and it'll melt this snow off. I've got to get this, like I said, I need to get this stuff done out here. I want this place lock, stock, full of livestock again, putting all the livestock back out here. We'll be getting a cow. A cow. I have somebody what are you selling there? Don Quixote. Oh, no. What are you selling? I've got somebody out here coming to look at the Ford Focus. Huh. Bocas. Names are the ladies. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably be able to do that when we get out there more in the spring. But new motor mount. Okay, well, I'll try to get on here tomorrow. I've got a pretty busy day. I've got some things set for tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to first thing in the morning here if I'll come in here because I've got some couple things set. Again, I've got somebody here in the next day or two. We'll see coming to look at this double cab pickup that I got. Again, I might be doing a trade on it. I have a gentleman who has a Razor that it's worth a considerable amount more money, and he wants to trade it for this pickup truck. So I may consider it because I live out near these Oregon sand dunes. It might not be too hard of a sell out here. So I kind of got a few things like that lined up, and got some errands that I've got to maybe possibly run into town, do a couple things, check the mail and whatnot. So if I don't see you guys tomorrow, first part of the day, I'll try to come in at the end of the day. Cool. But yeah, I'm going to try to use my time wisely. I really wished it wouldn't have snowed out here so I can keep myself busy, but that's okay. I've got some things where I think I can get work around tomorrow. So again, I don't think I'll see you guys the first part of the day, but hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have all the things squared away, and I'll give you guys an update on, can you imagine what Donald Trump's executive order tomorrow is going to pass tomorrow? Or he passed overnight. I mean, it's getting good, guys. So don't go to sleep, man. Don't miss a day, okay? Don't take your head out of the game. Do not get black pilled. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just I got to go. So if that makes sense, don't get black pilled. This is the good part, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not going to get easier, but I'm telling you, I have no idea now. I cannot believe that from one day to the next, who knows what tomorrow will bring. So, I mean, every day is like that. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? I might be gone half the day tomorrow. Donald Trump might pass some executive order that I don't know, guys. That's what I'm saying. Who knows? Who knows what he's going to do next? You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to fathom what comes next. There we go. So you see what I'm saying, Lion? There we go. You got it. I don't have any idea. Guys, you could take your head. You could turn off the TV for one day right now and come back, and it'd be a whole new world, man. Isn't that? It's getting that exciting. It is getting that exciting. You know what I'm saying? One day out of the game and the whole world could change. Who would have thought he would have taken over Gaza? Who would have thought that he was going to take over? Did you guys ever in your life think that the USA would take over Gaza? We would buy Gaza. We're going to buy Gaza. He said we're going to buy and own Gaza. That threw a lot of people for a loop. Right. That's right. Right. He's going to give it to them, isn't he? See, Lion, you're smart. You're smart. Appreciate your high level of paying attention to what's going on and not putting that head down in the sand. So, all right, guys. Much agape and phileo, Pastor Revelation. Appreciate it. Remind yourself every single day, Matthew 10:34 through 39 of that ministry, and now why you read that and what we're here to do. What purpose we to serve as disciples of Christ, okay? And very important, remember, guys, we are in the last book. We're in the very last book. That means we are the remnant that it speaks of in Scripture. We know that. That is amazing to be a part of that last generation. We are the last generation. That's amazing. Cool. You said, wait, what am I waiting for there, lady? Did you get it? You got it? Thanks for coming in, Jesus Lord. Thank you again, Lady in Red. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, everybody came in here. Lion tonight. Appreciate everybody's comments. Hanging in for the long haul here. A few hours. And cool. All right. Much blessings in Agape. Remember, no peace, Jesus. Tribulation, suffering. Narrow is the path that leads to the straight gate, and that's not going to come without some resistance. So let him beat the world out of you, brother, sister. Be ready. Have your loins girded in his service. That's right. Do not think I came to bring peace on this earth. I came to bring a sword of division, one that would divide a household. A man's enemies be the one of his own household. So I came to set a father against his son, a mother against her daughter, right? Remember what you're here to do. Not an easy peasy Jesus, but a sword. One who believes, there's that separation, and the other who does not. And that's the gospel, brothers, sisters. That belief isn't a thought in our head. Remember, that's loins girded in my service until I return. Okay? Maranatha, brothers, sisters. Much agape, Pastor Revelation. Whoa.